Hello, hello, everyone! How are we all doing today? Whew. Ooh, that's actually a little loud. We all doing fine? We all doing fine? Certainly hope so. Oh, almost quit the game. Alright. So I can all see you. I can see all of you on chat. I'm curious, does the stream look better than before? I raised the bit rate by 1/3. I tried to push the settings as high as they can go for a 1080p stream, since YouTube's delay seems to be really low. Started your new Let's Play today? That's good, that's good. Alright, let's make sure I've got the characters I need. Do I need to make some condensed resin? Shining Resonance Refrain. I am curious, chat. Type something, and the first person I see to type something, I'll tell you. That'll let you know how long the delay is from when you typed it. I'm looking critically at the chat right now. A. Okay, I just saw your A. How long of a delay is that on your end, Hoka? Alright. Let's... Not much? Okay, good, good. That's what I want to hear. Alright, you got the right sword. She got the right sword. We're ready. It's time to do the Dendro Archon quest. Delay tests say... I have no idea what that means, Cat. Why am I calling you Cat? I should just call you BB. That's what I know you as, BB. What is a Gura reference? Hi, Cerno. How you doing? Oh, it's cursing in Arab? I didn't even realize that. Gura's first tweet was just A to test Twitter. Teh. Alright.
Let's continue our chat here.
Okay, a little bit of catching up for people. But Nahida went into our daily commissioner's body because this is actually a android. We picked up on it. She said she wanted to talk to us, and now we're talking privately. And when she debuted on stream, she actually made the A sound before anything else. Oh, wow.
Okay, so do you have any ideas on how we can investigate the sages, Nahida?
Oh yeah, we need to investigate those assholes.
Actually, I've already done a little bit of work on that. But for now, I want to hear your thoughts.
Possess a key figure in the academia?
I've already tried that. But all the key members of the academia, even the core 30 guards, intentionally avoid wearing their Akasha terminals.
Ah, and if they're not wearing the Akasha terminals, she can't take them over.
It seems that from the very beginning, they've been guarding against info leaks from the Akasha. Of course, it could also be because they're wary of me.
That is possible. So, I am curious, chat. How are you guys enjoying the YouTube streaming experience compared to Twitch experience? I've definitely noticed BB here more. I wonder why that is, curiously. Was it the ads? I bet it was the ads.
Have you already caught the sage's attention?
I'm guessing not yet. But distrusting me would make perfect sense if they've ever paid attention to the urban legends about me.
Mobile access, that's it? Did you not have mobile access on Twitch?
In any case, I probably can't take over their minds directly.
Possess a student and infiltrate the sage's quarters?
No way, that's too risky.
You mean it'd be too easy to get caught?
No, it's not that. We shouldn't involve innocent students in this. A single mistake could completely ruin their lives.
That's a good point. That is a good point. We want to teach the sages a lesson, but we don't want to hurt innocent people in the process. There's no... Wait. When I watch Twitch on mobile, I open on browser and desktop mode. I believe there's a Twitch app for mobile. Never forget the 1 to 5 incident. 1 to 5 incident? What do you mean by that?
Doing that would be ignoring the safety of my people for my own selfish goals. How is that any different from what the sages are doing?
That's a good point. Spoken like the god of Sumeru.
We could grab someone close to the sages and question them? I don't use a Twitch app by choice. Oh? Why is that? 1 to 5 is another Gura thing?
I'm in the dark as of now. Since we still don't know anything about their goals, any rash move could tip them off and lead to terrible consequences.
Also, as a reminder, chat, if you ever want to make a clip of something, make sure you post it in the Discord highlights channel. Because you can't send links here.
After all, every person in Sumeru City is one of their hostages.
I can't think of anything else then.
Are we really out of ideas? Nahida, you're super smart, so you already have something in mind, right? Don't keep us in suspense. Spill the beans already.
According to a popular theory from the Vahumana Darshan of the Academia,
That is a mouthful.
Promotions at the beginning of a planning session will give more weight to the actual proposal.
Okay, but aren't you the god of wisdom? You don't have to use that kind of gimmick to make us take your ideas seriously.
Well, I've been thinking that if I can't directly possess the leaders, and if I can't get ordinary people involved, then I should find someone who's already involved, but hasn't decided to side with the sages.
So someone who hasn't been influenced yet, but is finding out about them.
You're saying we should recruit a spy? That does sound like it could work. Oh, before coming back, we met someone named Alhaitham. He seems like he acts alone.
Oops.
And he likes doing stuff behind the Academia's back. They probably aren't in cahoots.
Kiara was talking about German grading systems and mentioned how in Australia it's 1 to 5 and Germany has 1 to 6, and Gura's like, where's the rest of them? I'm not gonna lie, I would probably say the same thing.
Actually, I already have someone in mind. Do you still remember that female scholar named Sataria?
Not really.
Paimon remembers now. Isn't she the one who's always trailing behind the Grand Sage of the Academia? We ran into her basically every time the Sub-Zero's festival repeated itself. You could even say we're old enemies by now.
I mean, with how many times we ran into her into the dream, I would not blame you, Paimon.
Paimon still remembers the smug and mean way she always spoke to Nilu.
Oh yeah, she was a bitch.
I've always liked observing all kinds of people, and Sataria has always stood out from the crowd. She was born in the desert, and was hailed as their greatest genius. Her academic gifts allowed her special admission into the Academia, and also gave her the opportunity to serve as the sage's assistant.
Austria Dawn? Oh.
Oh, Paimon didn't know she was from the desert. She must be pretty special then. Paimon feels like most of the desert dwellers around the city are working as mercenaries.
The name Sitaria means star. When she lived in the desert, she shone like the brightest star in the night sky.
It means star, huh? Interesting.
Later on, she was chosen by the sun. The star was given a place in the daytime sky to complement the sun's dazzling light.
Gonna send a couple funny 20-second clips of Nahida for Dawn to react to. Huh? You already found a clip? Oh, okay. I'll have to check it out some other time. Man, I wish I could make the text on my... I wish I could zoom in on this or make the text a bit bigger on my end.
Soon after, the star witnessed the sun scorching the earth, which brought forth many disasters.
The star witnessed the sun scorching the
The
earth.
star began to waver. Instead of staying beside such a sun, wouldn't it be better to return and light up part of the night sky? But in the end, she couldn't give up the radiance of daytime. To cope with her shame, the star buried her guilt and closed her eyes.
Those are her true thoughts, right?
From the sound of it, Sitaria's just hung up on the research opportunities here. But she doesn't really support the academia. She still feels guilty about not doing more for the desert, right? She's just running away from her problems.
Indeed. When they are presented with complex moral issues, many people will simply plug their ears and go with the flow until the problem can't be fixed anymore.
You know, that's relatable. I'm screenshotting that. Hi, Saltbreaker. Welcome to the stream. And with no ads. No annoying, pesky ads to deal with. Let me actually post this screenshot. Cause, boy, isn't this a mood. How you doing, Saltbreaker?
She's suppressing a lot of guilt, but before she realized it, she had already become the sage's accomplice. She can't deny her part in their schemes anymore.
Sounds exactly like the person we need. Hi, Vinny!
Right. We must somehow make her face her problems again. That way, not only can we get useful intel from her, but she can also use it as an opportunity to redeem herself.
Could be better. Warm and fed, though. Yeah, I've got my fan blowing on me. It's a bit of a warm day.
From my past observations, Sitaria will take a day off from the academia every 10 days to do some shopping in the city. Tomorrow afternoon just happens to be a shopping day for her. That'll be our chance.
So, we're gonna investigate her while she's shopping? Okay.
To prepare, let's go check out some of her favorite spots and have a quick chat with a few of the vendors there.
Alright, let's go gather some information. Hello.
This should be Sitaria's favorite fortune-telling spot.
Fortune-telling, huh?
So should we ask the fortune teller about Sitaria?
No, I already have enough information on Sitaria. The most important thing now is for you to pay attention to the vendor's talking style and key characteristics.
I swear, I love the build-up to this song in Sumeru.
Talking style and key characteristics?
My poor lost lambs, have you become troubled over your fates?
Huh. She's good at advertising herself.
The divine voice of wisdom often echoes between mine ears. If thou be blessed today by the gods, I may be able to show you the way.
You know, Nahida's probably thinking,
Huh?
that's adorable.
Really? Nahida, you've been whispering things to her?
Shh. My friend here has some doubts regarding her future. Can we get a fortune reading for her?
Damn, you're good at switching your voice like that, Nahida.
Of course, of course. In that case...
Wait, aren't you a bit young to be a fortune teller?
It would seem that Harut and Marut are quite wary of you. Perhaps, at some time in the past, you have somehow offended the gods.
Are you talking to Nahida or me?
Only mocking the god of Animo, questioning the Lord of Geo's financial savviness, and brawling with the god of Electro. Do those count?
Paimon, maybe you should keep that to yourself? In fact, someone clip that.
Oh, nothing. Go on, pick an aspect for her to divine.
Nahida's basically just like, Paimon, stop talking. Divine my prospects in love.
Love prospects? No problem at all. The gods have spoken. The truth shall be revealed.
Oh?
One who is fated to cross your path will appear on... Huh? So many people will fall for you. How could that be?
Lumine confirmed harem protagonist.
Marut, did you two spoil my divination? I've never read a fortune so absurd.
Okay, that's actually funny. Make sure you guys clip this too.
Actually, Paimon thinks this is probably the most accurate fortune telling you've ever done.
Make sure to include that too! Oh my gosh! Hi, Seraph! Oh my gosh.
I admit that the orientation of today's celestial matrix is suboptimal. As such, there will be no charge.
Called out so hard. I am really hoping someone clips that. I need to see that in my Discord highlights.
Is that so? Well, that can't be helped.
If you were to bring some food offerings for Harut and Marut on your next visit, perhaps they could help you reverse the wheels of fate.
Why would I want to have the wheels of fate reversed if I'm gonna be a harem protagonist? I am off duty, don't ask me. Well, I'm not talking about making a video clip, I'm just talking about using the clip feature here on YouTube. Because you got unlimited time to do it. Alright, I guess I'll talk to you next. Yeah, it's just using the clip feature here on YouTube.
One of Sataria's favorite stalls?
Yep, it belongs to a king. His father helped Sataria a lot when she.
In fact, you could probably make it into a YouTube short when you are on duty.
She has time.
If you want to, that is.
When I start talking with him, listen carefully to the details of our conversation.
Alright, I'll listen.
Ah, dear customers. Would you like to look at some pottery?
We caught wind of your great craftsmanship, so we specifically came to take a look.
Nahida knows how to lay on the charm.
Oh, I recognize you. Aren't you Miss Catherine from the Adventurers Guild? Sounds like I'm in for some big business.
I just joined and like, Nahida is Ad Astra applesauce. More specifically, she's taking over... She's taking over her body.
Why did you learn this trade?
Because she's an android, and she's got the, what was that thing called? The little thing in her hair.
I suppose you could say it all started with my dad. He's a mason by trade, but I picked up an interest in clay while apprenticing for him.
Thank you, BB, for the clip.
After that, I began making pottery by myself in secret. And I simply changed trades when my
We already
plans turned out
start.
well.
We only started, and we've
Although
got
it's a
like
pity
2
that I'm
clips
no
I
longer
can
making
work
much
with.
use of the knowledge provided to me by the Akasha.
Hey, one can clip here? Yes, yes you can. All you have to do that is just scroll down the video a little bit and click clip. It doesn't matter, the nice thing about it is, yeah, the scissor thing. The scissor thing. And unlike Twitch, you don't have a limited time to do it. You can clip from anywhere in the stream. Even at the very beginning when it's been like an hour.
That's nice. You're making a living doing something you love.
So is your father still working as a mason?
Yep.
Oh no, not anymore.
The
A
only
few years back,
unfortunate
he
thing,
fell from a roof
Shima,
and broke his leg.
is that you
Since he had
can't
already
post
saved enough
links
mora
here.
over all these years, he's
So
just
if
enjoying
you
the
want to
retired
share
life
the
of
clip with
almost
me,
nowadays.
post it in either my DMs or my Discord highlights. Yeah, this makes editing so much easier. Oh, did you just make a clip yourself, Vinny? I think my Discord needs a certain role, because when I post link, they never show previews. I think I need a embed link permission. Are you sure about that? Let me see. Clone? Well, that's odd. Let me check. Let me check my roles for citizen. Let me see if I have embedded links on there, because it should. Permissions. Embed link. Oh! Embed links is not. Okay. I have now added embed links to citizen. Strange. I could have sworn that was already added. Though Cerno can do it. Odd. I like how you have a link to Twitch in your description. I mean, there will be times that I still use Twitch. If only for the simple fact that there will be some times that I don't want to risk YouTube's copyright, so I'll bring it over to Twitch. Cerno has like 70 roles, of course she can't. You know, that's a fair point. That's a fair point. I just mean my one alt account. Well, now all citizens have that role.
I see. We wish him peace and happiness in his retirement. I'll have someone in charge of logistics at the guild come by another day for some goods. We'll leave you to it. Take care now.
No problem. Rest easy. All our goods are sure to meet your every need.
Alright. Why can't we talk to this lady? She's selling, I'm gonna sound so uncultured, wooden guitars? Yeah, I used to have a long-term community member. Ah. Star?
This should be our final stop. Sitaria's always thinking of this restaurant when she's working at the academia. So she always comes by whenever she's out in the city.
Oh, Sitar. You'll have to forgive me. The YouTube chat I'm looking at on my iPad is a little bit on the small side. Maybe I can bring it a little bit closer. Dawn being Dawn. Hey, that's what you're here for, right?
It's my duty to protect Samaria's citizens, after all.
Oh, her giggle is so cute!
Hi there. I feel like I've seen you down by the docks before.
Huh? Sorry, I don't quite remember.
If I recall, you were having a discussion with someone about shipbuilding at the time.
Regular ships or bottled ships?
Ah, that's right. I've always been really interested in feats of marine engineering.
Does Dawn have a long-lost twin named Dusk?
After all, I grew up
no.
in Leeway Harbor
I'm the
and
only
spent
one-
my entire childhood
I'm the
staring
only
at
one
the
in my
ships
family
coming
because
in
my
and
father
out of the
was
port.
an asshole
I came
and
to
my mother
Samir
died
to
at birth.
study, but failed to make it into the academia due to my lack of talent. But I'm still discussing all kinds of problems with different scholars, and I'm continuing to study and perform research from the restaurant's basement. I'm sure I'll get to the academia after their next round of exams.
Fight, fight, fight!
What an admirable spirit for learning. Amazing.
Yay, I like pats.
Sure, but you'll find hardworking people wherever you go.
Hi, Mom, don't discredit her.
So this restaurant has a basement as well? Huh. First I've heard of it.
That's right. It's not usually open to patrons. Most of the time, employees use it for breaks or to hold private events.
Unfortunately, no, Shima. The closest thing you'll get to channel alerts is either when you make a Ko-fi donation or a PayPal donation, or you go out of your way, go to my Twitch, and redeem channel points there.
I see. Guess that makes sense.
Super Chat will
Good luck
not
with
be
your studies, Miss
unlocked
Chichan.
until I reach 1,000 subscribers.
Thank you so much. As long as I can make it
Yes.
into the academia as an official student, I'll be happy.
Yes, channel alerts do work if you go out of your way to go to my Twitch and redeem the channel alerts there, even if I'm offline. Okay, who did that? Who's the one who went out of their way? Cerno? Was it you or Shima?
So, was that everybody?
Mm-hmm. 3 familiar faces should be enough for Sataria.
What's the point of all the information we've collected? Nahida, you still haven't told us how you're planning to make Sataria face her problems.
Sataria is already used to avoiding her problems, so we must find a way to break through her usual sensibilities.
Does my message not appear on screen because of, what word? Type it to me in, Discord.
I remember that you mentioned that the Eremites in Port Ormos are all making a fuss about the upcoming resurrection of the Scarlet King.
Oh yeah, the Scarlet King.
Although it's all just a boatload of nonsense, the fate of her homeland may turn out to be Sataria's soft spot.
Oh, Paimon gets it now. You want to take advantage of the guilt Sataria feels about her homeland.
To get her to work with us?
Although she knows she should return home to help the people of the desert, all she's done is conspire with the sages.
Oh, hello, SCP-001. I don't get it. Let's see. Too bad there isn't a chat aggressor that you can use to allow to have a certain Discord channel show up to buy Huh. Let me try something. Well, I can say it. That is odd. Let me see if I have some setting for my chat. I don't think I do. Wow, that is a small delay. I just said that. Okay, let's go to... Actually, should not have clicked on... Let me see. Edit. Oh, for the... Allow all comments! It was set by default. Okay, try it again. Try it again. Allow all comments. It was set before to hold potentially inappropriate comments for review. Hi. I'm gonna have to take that off every time. Happened to one of streams where everybody was being filtered for saying the F word. Perhaps it doesn't apply until next stream. Maybe. Sorry guys, there's nothing I can do about it. You can say opie though. I think. Maybe. I think you can say opie. If the king was to criticize Sataria's actions...
So, how do we set that up?
Dawn's big fat milkers? Yeah, that works.
The Scarlet King is long gone, and Sataria is also too smart to fall for any simple tricks. If we simply engaged her under the guise of the Scarlet King's believers, she would definitely be wary of us, and we may not get anywhere. But if we were to borrow some of her close acquaintances to talk with her, her reaction would probably be very different.
See, there we go. Dawn also still refuses to lactate. Look, I can only do that with a spell.
So
there is no natural breast milk from me.
Possess those people we just talked to?
Yep. Possess them through the Akasha. Imply that they've already converted to the faith of the Scarlet King. And then convey our made-up will of the Scarlet King. As long as everything goes smoothly, we'll get through to Sataria for sure. She'll never guess that we had anything to do with it.
I'd buy Dawn milk? What? What's the next thing? Am I going to have, like... Am I gonna be, like, the Hex Maniacs selling moo milk? This is why we should have a way to use Discord instead. It wouldn't be nearly as natural.
Ah, so that's how you're going to use all the info we collected on these people. It's so that you won't slip up and break form. Possessing them will only work if you can manage to pass off as them.
Exactly. So, best of luck with impersonating them.
Huh? Best of luck? But we don't know how to possess anyone.
Nahida, what are you planning?
That's no problem at all. I'll just share all their senses with you once I've possessed them. As long as you're also wearing an Akasha terminal, the effect will basically be as if you've possessed them yourself.
Can't you handle that?
Huh. That is pretty convenient. But why does she have to do this? Can't you do it yourself?
Well, see, the thing is, Cerno, that would not work anyway, because when I'm streaming Genshin, I'm seeing it as full screen on my monitor, and I'm looking at chat through through my iPad. There'd be no way for me to look at both YouTube chat and Discord chat at the same time.
Although I've been observing humans for a while, I've never been good at imitating them.
You're not wrong. It's always been painfully obvious whenever you try to pass as Catherine.
If it was at all possible, I would have preferred to leave these people alone. But seeing how things are now, I probably should just accept it and push on.
I'm gonna ask, where are we? Genshin location? We are in Sumeru, where the forests are at their tallest. The land of nature and wisdom. I don't think I'm allowed to, discuss that on stream, but from what I've seen, it just makes me want her more.
Yeah, don't beat yourself up over it. We're only doing this to help everyone, and we'll only be borrowing them for a little while anyway.
We're just borrowing people's free will, nothing to be worried about.
Alright, then let's give it a go tomorrow afternoon.
Honestly, there are some downsides to YouTube, but I'm going to be honest. If I have to choose between my chat being censored at times or those horrible ads everyone has to put up with, I would honestly put up with the censorship. That's just me, though. Oh, forest. Maybe there's some nice fruit. Oh, there is some nice fruit. Alright, now we need to just wait. Use live chat instead of top chat? Huh? Use live chat? What are you talking about? Use live chat instead of top chat? In that chat box at the top? Give me a sec. Yeah, that's the thing. I don't know how to do a number of these things. All messages... Oh. Okay, try typing real quick. Boop. Alright. Now try saying, something. Alright, I switched to, Alright, I can see it. Alright, so I'm always going to have to switch it to live chat instead of top chat. Alright. That'll be how it is. I now have some mango slices. Nice. What was I doing? Oh, I have to wait till the following afternoon. I think you should be able to say whatever now. Go Go to the market and carry out Nahida's plan. So am I gonna possess... Are we about to possess the Loli of all characters?
Oh, here she comes. Satoria's here.
Let's quietly follow her. Once she starts talking to her acquaintances, we'll find a safe spot to begin possessing them.
It still filters? Does it? It didn't work? All messages are visible. It doesn't show on... Wait, hold on. I split the 7 words you can't say on TV. Ah, okay. Well, I guess there are just some words you can't say on, YouTube. At least when it comes to chat.
As for how we'll sway her to our side, I'll leave that to you. I trust you'll know what to say.
Paimon's starting to feel kinda nervous. Okay, let's go. Looks like they've already started talking. Let's find a hiding spot and get started.
Paddle Mama Susan and her talk of self-righteousness. Susan? Isn't that the owner of YouTube, I think? Ah. Whoa, man, I'm tripping balls.
That's right. You really can't force anything when it comes to love. And besides, everyone around me has a very different background and outlook. Are you still listening to me, Nabia?
So, Nahida can do this at will. That's gotta be a sign of Toka. Wait, no, I meant Toko.
Oh, of course I'm listening. You were talking about troubles with your love life, right? I heard everything you said.
Okay then. You just seemed a little distracted for a moment there.
Nahida can do this extra thick.
Strange. The cats seem pretty worked up. Is something wrong?
Maybe we shouldn't have possessed someone that can detect the differences like they're animals.
I always thought they were quiet, happy kitties. Oh, what are their names again? Ah, that's right. They are just little darlings, aren't they? Harut and Marut.
So, which fortune do you want me to read for you today? You must have come for another echo of the divine voice of wisdom.
I'd like to get another reading on my love prospects, but to be perfectly honest with you, I feel like I've been a real mess recently.
A mess?
Well, could you do a reading on how long it'll take me to finish my current project at work? I really just want to get it over with.
Is Paimon... I could have sworn I saw Paimon swaying back and forth there.
I hear you. No problem at all. The gods will reveal the truth.
The gods have spoken.
The gods are asking. Sataria, why haven't you gone home?
Why haven't I gone home? Do the gods really know everything I've been thinking about?
Sitaria, why don't you just go home? It's a demand now instead of a question. Oh, the gods seem to be truly upset.
I'm sorry. I know I failed the gods. Please pass on my most sincere apologies and ask for their divine forgiveness. And if I may ask, Nabia, is there a specific god who's speaking to you right now?
What an inconsiderate and naive question. The god who is speaking to me is, of course, the wisest and mightiest of all, the Scarlet King.
Why do I have a feeling we laid it on a little too thick there?
The Scarlet King? No wonder he would make such a demand of me. Oh, wait a second. The Scarlet King passed away a long time ago. Even though news of the Scarlet King's resurrection has been spreading like wildfire, it's all just a misinformation campaign from the academia. How can the Scarlet King still exist in real life?
Huh. The resurrection is a... Wait, that's new information!
What insolence! I am the Scarlet King's most loyal believer. Do you wish to refute his voice of wisdom?
Oh, no. As a child of the desert, I am only reveling in his power upon learning that his divine glory has touched even this city.
So 8 consecutive barks is filtered.
I will think very carefully about his demand of me. I'm sorry. I must go now.
Wait!
Damn, she's sharp!
Ooh, she just ran off in a hurry. She looked pretty upset too.
Well done. Sitaria didn't seem to suspect anything amiss. To have something she's been trying desperately to avoid show up out of nowhere and berate her, that must have shaken her to the core.
That girl is probably just like, did I just pass out?
Aw, Nahida, it seems like you understand human emotions really well after all.
All I know are some abstract Haravatat theories.
Haravatat
My time with you has shown
theories?
a lot of them to be utterly useless. I'm still trying to make sense of everything. Anyway, enough of that. Let's hurry and catch up to Sitaria.
He's out of games now, right on cue. Let's get ready to possess him right away.
Oh, so we possess the second person. And this is the part where the
It's okay.
traveler
I
goes,
just got caught up in
holy shit, this is what a dick feels like?
Oh, actually, didn't you ask me to help you look for work? What kind of work were you looking for again?
Mercenary work?
Oh, right. Your old man's craft. How could I forget?
I haven't even, anyway, I'm satisfied.
Speaking of, how's he doing? Is he feeling any better?
He's feeling and he can walk more
Oh,
now.
That's good to hear. I have been thinking a lot about him. If I could get some more time off, I'd love to pay him a visit.
Ah, that's just mean! You know I can't read Japanese!
Actually, while we're talking about him, is he still living in Port Ormos?
Yeah, he's been retired there for a while.
Let us just consider that Lumine's mind is in this guy, which means she can feel everything he has, which includes the dick. So this is, if the game really wanted to, Lumine would just be like, holy shit, this is what that feels like.
If you could find the time, please.
Dingly dangly.
Please pass on that recently, faith in the Scarlet King has taken root in Port Ormos. and has begun to spread across Sumeru. He has a quick temper, and has always been a devout follower of the Dendro Archon. I don't want him to get into a fight with those Scarlet King believers because of a difference in beliefs.
My head is always in the gutter.
Oh? So, who are you siding with in all of this? The Academia or the Scarlet King? I'm so jealous of you. You were born a child of the desert, yet you chose to betray the Scarlet King, and now you spend all your time with those crooks from the Academia.
I feel bad for her.
Akeem, you don't mean you've also become a believer of the Scarlet King?
What's so strange about becoming a believer of the wise Scarlet King? In fact, aren't you the strange one? The one who still can't pick a side?
Can't pick a side? Me?
Oh right, forgot to change keyboard. Wait. You have a keyboard that's strictly Japanese? What? Lumine wanting to test out the Wang.
Whoa! Paimon had no idea you'd be so good at this.
I wasn't too harsh, was I?
You really zeroed in on the issue and put it right in front of her. It might feel a bit overwhelming for Setaria. But once everything is over, I'll be sure to pay her a visit to her mind and explain everything. Anyway, let's keep going.
App! Fell off. App! App!
Come on! Setaria's already started talking with Shishan.
So, Shishan, have you noticed anything weird in the city lately? Like, as if someone was trying to preach to you about something?
No, I've been spending all my time studying in the basement.
Oh, right. Speaking of strange things, I celebrated the Sub-Zerus festival so many times that I lost count. That was really weird.
Wait, how could you be aware of that? That should be impossible. Nothing in the report indicated anything like that.
And you let that slip.
Are you still failing to realize that the Academia's lowly tricks could never deceive all of Sumeru's citizens?
Shishan, don't tell me that you've converted to the Scarlet King as well.
What an absurd question. You make it sound like I should be ashamed for becoming a believer of the Scarlet King.
I really feel bad for what we're doing. I do not approve of this, but I know we have to.
In reality, shouldn't you be the one who is ashamed? You, who works side by side with the Academia, and treated people as nothing more than experimental subjects?
Please, please stop!
Even now, Setaria's still trying to run from her problems.
Did I push too hard?
She can no longer justify everything to herself.
Hey, she's trying to talk to the guards. What should we do?
This is the most important part of all. Quick, get ready.
Mercenary, you're a member of the Corps of 30, correct? Please help me pass a message to the Matcha right away. The situation in the city is getting out of control.
Please, try to remain calm, miss. Tell me what's happening in the city.
Heretics are infiltrating the city, and they've already converted many residents to their side.
Heretics? What kind of heresy are you talking about?
The Scarlet King! Many people I know have suddenly started believing in him, but he's long dead. It's impossible.
Miss Setaria, nothing is impossible.
You know my name?
The Scarlet King is immortal, and all who defy him will one day pay the price.
I do not approve of what I am doing right now!
You must face the truth, Setaria. You tread a treacherous path, and the longer you ignore it, the tighter the Academia's grasp on you will become, and the deeper you will be ensnared. Child of the Scarlet King, never forget that the desert that belongs to you lies elsewhere.
What's so strange about becoming a believer of the wise Scarlet King? In fact, aren't You, the
She
strange
is
one?
gonna be
The
in
one who
so
still
much
can't
trauma.
decide?
What an absurd question. You make it sound like I should be ashamed for becoming a believer of the Scarlet King.
Sataria, why haven't you gone home?
I am not okay with this!
It seems that no matter where I run, I only keep finding more believers of the Scarlet King. I have to say, this is a familiar feeling. I've also been running from my guilt this whole time. Guilt over my part in the Sage's plans, and from ignoring the letters from the children of my homeland. But no matter how much I may try to ignore or get rid of it, my guilt always comes back.
I do not like what we are doing here, chat. This is so manipulative, and I know it's for a greater cause, but I do not like this one bit.
You won't necessarily lose your research opportunities by facing the truth. Besides, did you really want to conduct your research while carrying such heavy feelings of guilt?
How do you know me so well? Are you truly just a believer of the Scarlet King? Or are you the god himself?
That's not important. The important thing is to pass judgment on the academia and its sages, and to correct their mistakes. If you could provide some assistance in this matter, perhaps it could serve as a form of atonement.
I've actually never believed in the gods, but I've always believed in serendipity. Your appearance must be a fated opportunity for me to get out of this wretched situation. Please tell me, what can I do for you?
We convinced her.
How much do you know about the sage's current activities?
I was just one of the designers for the masked dream harvest scheme, which is what happened around the Sub-Zero's festival. But I know very little about the full scope of the overall project. I'd assume that only staff with the highest clearance would have access to those confidential documents.
Tags, mind break, corruption, etc. Feels like you should like this, Dawn. Yeah, no, it's using someone's religion against them, and I am not about that.
I've just been working to meet the Grand Sage's specified requirements. However, there's something that's been really bothering me. I heard that a scholar who was previously expelled has returned to the city, and even the sages are still quite wary of him.
Who?
To fight against the academia, we will need to figure out the nature and the purpose of their work. Is there a way for us to get access to the confidential documents you mentioned?
It should be possible if we're willing to take some risks. After all, I'm an assistant to the Grand Sage, and I've been working on many tasks outside of the project. One thing, though, I won't be able to transfer the documents to you through the Akasha once I get my hands on them. The sages have always closely monitored all activities within the Akasha. Let me see... let's use the most primitive method. Send someone to pick up the documents tomorrow evening at the Academia entrance.
The Academia entrance. Wouldn't that be too conspicuous?
Don't worry about that. I assure you, this won't be a trap. I'm only suggesting this location because it'll draw more scrutiny for me to leave the Academia again. It'll be safest for me to distract the guards long enough to hand you the documents.
Alright, I trust you.
So, if I were to successfully complete this task, would it mean I've atoned for my wrongdoings?
That'll depend on the judgment of the Dendro Archon.
What?
The Dendro Archon. That's right. Her people are the ones we have endangered. As the god of wisdom, she's also the one responsible for judging and guiding the scholars.
Oh, that was a clever answer. I thought we slipped up there.
Maybe it's time for me to find a god to believe in.
Just as Nahida predicted, we've managed to bring Sataria to our side.
This is so wrong.
The Traveler's execution was ingenious. She's the one who deserves all the praise. Well, Now that we've made plans to meet again tomorrow evening, all we can do is pray for Sataria's mission to go off without a hitch.
Pray? But if we're going to pray to the gods, aren't we just praying to you? God of wisdom and guardian of the scholars?
That's a good point.
No. The truth is the true guardian of scholars. I've always believed that. Anyway, let's meet again tomorrow evening at the Adventurers Guild.
I will be right back real quick, guys. I think I need to wait for 20... how long did it say? 1900 for the next day. Alright, I will be right back real quick. Be right back real quick. Alright, I'm back. The fact that the Scarlet King has a descendant around in the game makes this a lot worse. The Scarlet King has a descendant. I don't think I've run into that.
That's right. I suppose I'm the other Catherine in your mind.
Can't we just call her Nahida?
Shh! We're on a secret mission tonight, so we need to protect Catherine's identity.
Yep, Paimon's right. We cannot fully rule out the chance that the meetup tonight is just a trap. If something were to happen, my existence may be the only trump card we'll be able to play.
So Candace is from the Scarlet King's own bloodline. Did not know that.
After all, the academia should still be unable to confirm the existence of my consciousness in the outside world.
Yep, exactly. Just what Paimon was thinking.
I somehow doubt that, Paimon.
Anyway, enough about that. Let's just make sure to be on our guard.
Don't you feel like something is off?
Off? What do you feel is off?
It's just a little too quiet around here.
It's the middle of the night. Of course it's quiet. You're not getting paranoid, are you?
Well, fuck you too, Paimon!
No, I think she's right. It really is a lot quieter than usual. If you look around, there seems to be fewer people on the streets. I'm not sure if this is the case for the entire city, though.
Huh. Maybe it's just a coincidence. Maybe Sataria figured out a way to not only distract the guards, but also to get everyone to go to sleep early, just so we can exchange the documents in peace.
I somehow doubt that, Paimon.
I also can't quite figure out why things feel a little off. But now that we're here, let's go ahead and meet her as we planned.
Well, regardless, as long as you're here with us, Paimon feels a little safer. Huh. There really aren't many people out right now. Let's hope it'll be this quiet in front of the academia, and that Sataria managed to distract all the guards.
I mean, there's people here. And let's go check out... See? There's people. Alright, See ya, Shima. Might just be faster for me to teleport. They really make you work for it going up here. Oh, actual cutscene.
What are all these people doing here at this hour of the night?
This doesn't feel right.
Ah, the triumphant hero returns at last. And to a rather spectacular welcome, even if I do say so myself.
Who?
The outcast, expelled from the Academia.
Indeed I am. Although these days they tend to call me the Doctor.
Oh shit! Fatui!
If you're looking for your researcher friend, she has already been taken into confinement. With some basic caution, she could have discovered the listening device on her person. Clearly, she lacks the degree of rigor expected of a true scholar.
Okay, this is bad. What's with all the people?
Sumeru City. What have you done to them?
I simply made some minor adjustments to their Akasha terminals. Now they can deposit information directly into the subconscious. As you can see, all these lovely people now believe this traveler is a hero who has just saved the world. My experiment.
Oh, this is messed up.
And now it seems they can no longer hold back their sheer adoration.
No, what should we do? These are all just regular people.
Leave now. You need to get out of here.
What? That guy's a Fatui Harbinger! We can't just leave you here!
Nor can I abandon the people of Sumeru.
Nahida! Nice! She pacified them. Wait, this is the reason that Calais was messed up?
Outside of the city.
I see. You appear to have overridden their mental faculties with your own consciousness. To possess such a powerful mind, you must be the god of wisdom.
I think it's time we run away. You know, screaming at me to read the manga doesn't increase the odds of me reading the manga.
This should be far enough. Paimon needs to catch her breath first. Is Nahida going to be okay? We only made it out because of her.
That guy was pretty terrifying.
Paimon wasn't counting on running into a new Harbinger here, let alone such a high-ranking one. That guy was number 2.
Oh, that slipped my mind. He's number 2. I don't think we've ever seen who number 1 is.
He called himself the Doctor. Remember, Tainari told us about him. Sataria did say that someone who once got expelled from the Academia came back recently, and that even the sages are wary of him. Yep, sounds like she must have been talking about the Doctor.
We underestimated the scale of this problem.
Yeah, now that the Doctor's in the picture, we're no longer just dealing with the Academia. They're in cahoots with the Fatui. But what are the Fatui after this time? Another Gnosis?
We need to find a way to reunite with her.
Things would be a lot easier with Nahida's help. Nahida said we'll meet again outside of the city. But We can't just keep waiting around, right?
Let's go find someone else who might be involved.
You mean...
Tighnari?
Oh, right! Wasn't he invited by the sages to work on some project when we were staying with him in the Vidia forest? That has to be the same project.
That might be the same.
Even though he turned it down at the time, he might still know something.
The man we first see, the judge, he's number 1. Huh.
There's no time to lose. Let's go to Gandharvaville.
Alright, let's head to Gandharvaville. I think it's faster. Okay, maybe that's not the fastest way. Wait. Why? Talk to Catherine in Sumer. I thought we said we were gonna go... What? That was weird. Why did it send me to that quest? That makes more sense now. Well, that go not the way I wanted it to go. Hello, Gandharvaville. Been a while since I've been here. Hopefully Tighnari will be able to do something to help us with this. Hello, food. I'm guessing it's assumed we come in from this way?
Hold it right there. A blonde-haired traveler and a floating fairy. We've got you, all right. Take a look around. You've fallen right into our trap.
You realize I can kill you with no sweat, right?
Are you mercenaries from the Corps of 30? Did you come here to arrest us?
Corps of 30? We're nothing like those government lapdogs who don't even get scraps for their work. We are an elite brigade that commands the highest commission rate in all of Sumeru. We're here on the orders of a client known only as the Outcast.
Why do I have a feeling that's Scaramouche?
The Outcast? An outcast from the Academia?
Or it could be the Doctor and I'm a dumbass.
But why wouldn't the Doctor just send the Fatui after us?
Maybe he's taking advantage of the Academia's resources.
Still wasting time on idle chit-chat. We'll shut you up soon enough. Get them!
Bruh, you can't do anything to me.
Traveler!
Bitch, please!
Propagate! Rain cutter! Rain outlines your fate.
Get out of my way, trash!
Here comes the catch. Dissipate!
If you really think you can handle me, you're an idiot.
Isn't over yet. Here comes reinforcements.
Oh no, reinforcements! Ow.
No, my sword! Let me weave you a verse. Gotcha. Game's up. Fun's over. Get with me!
That was pretty rough. Is that what elite mercenaries are like?
Paimon, They were garbage compared to
We'll
me.
have to keep our guards up.
That's what happens when they try to mess with me.
This doctor guy seems like a pretty tough opponent. He knew exactly where to set up an ambush. Did he predict that we would try to find Tainari? Going up against smart people is tough. Anyway, let's keep going.
You probably set that up to buy time for a plan. Seriously, I don't know what that guy was thinking. Again, I'm pretty sure it was just to buy time. Calais!
Oh, it's the Traveler and Paimon. What are you two doing back here? Calais, it's nice to see you again. Are you doing alright?
To be honest, I'm not doing too well. My Elazar has been progressing at a faster rate lately. I'm finding it harder to complete more intricate tasks.
Oh no.
As a result, Master Tainari is taking me off the patrol schedule. He will only allow me to stay here and coordinate other people's tasks.
I have a feeling she won't react well if she hears the name Doctor.
Oh, Calais.
Seems that curing Irminsul is our only chance.
Speaking of Tainari, did he go off on patrol? We're here to talk to him.
Oh, Master Tainari? You just left the Avidia Forest a little while ago. He was headed to Party's DI.
He left? What? Isn't Tainari always saying that he never wants to leave the Avidia Forest? He even turned down the Sage's invitation.
I thought it was weird too. Master Tainari always prioritizes his work as a forest watcher above everything. He almost never leaves his post. He left in a hurry this time though.
Is he possessed by the Dendro Archon and that's why she left?
No, I only found out that he left through a message he left behind. He also made sure to delegate all his tasks using a schedule. To leave in such a hurry? I'd guess he had something urgent to take care of. Master Tainari originally studied in the Amorta Darshan of the Academia, and Partis DI is something like the Amorta's research base. Many rare shrubs and grasses have been planted there for research. I know that before he became a forest watcher, Master Tainari once spent a long time conducting research at Partis DI.
A research base, huh? Gotta wonder what kind of research Tainari just decided to work on all of a sudden. Oh, we don't have a lot of time, so let's go look for him at Party's DI.
Take care of yourself, Calais.
Don't worry, I'm fine. I'm used to living with Elazar by now. If you run into Master Tainari, please send him my regards.
We shall.
Will do. See you later, Calais.
Catherine is busy completing... Bruh, you gotta be kidding me.
I had already made up my mind, to be honest with you. So I didn't try to hide my current condition. Don't worry about me. I'll be fine.
Fine. Well, that kind of spoils that Nahida will be over there. Confirm the status. So, I can now... No, I can't. Son of a bitch. Wait, it still says to talk to her?
Traveler, you've come at a good time.
Wait, this sounds like another commission.
Ha!
It is as you say. Look,
Huh? What?
not long ago, we received word that a section of the Avidia Forest seems to have
I...
become contaminated.
I was a little confused there for a moment because I thought that, I thought I had just reset the whole Archon quest.
Contaminated? You mean a new withering zone?
I don't know about the specifics, but I hear that strange things are happening to people who cross through that region. The Avidia Forest inhabitants won't leave their homes so easily. If we allow this contaminated region
I
to
still
expand,
continue to hate the fact that you can't do certain quests if you have other quests active.
I want to ask
And it
you
involves
to
certain
investigate the
characters.
situation.
Ugh.
Even if all you can do is stop the contamination from spreading, that will still save many people.
This is forest business. Maybe Tainari will know something.
This is Tainari's character quest, isn't it? It has to be. Yeah, that's his character quest. Okay, now can I continue? Okay, good. I can continue now. I haven't activated that teleport point. Son of a bitch. Futelumine is canon. I just saw that, I just saw that, BB. I explored the hell out of this place, but there's still more for me to explore. Nothing wrong with getting filled by a Futelumine. I would definitely agree with that. Okay, where's the teleporter? Because I want to activate that before I activate the quest. Alright, good. Now I can teleport here again.
Wait! Look who it is!
Nahida!
Thank goodness you're okay. We were so worried about you.
You are Nahida, right?
Hey! This was supposed to be a touching reunion, but you're ruining the moment!
Hey, we gotta make sure.
Actually, it's very smart of the Traveler to be wary of me right now. After all, the Doctor has shown that his technology can apparently even control human minds. Plus, it's not like you could have known what happened after we split up and I was facing the Doctor by myself. Even a pool of stagnant water after a torrential storm can occasionally pass as a patch of sky.
Paimon feels like only the real Nahida could come up with such an obscure analogy.
Alright, I believe you.
Huh? But I wasn't trying to win your trust or anything. All I wanted was to clarify my point.
Well, we understand that point now. Please, Nahida, tell us more about what happened. Are those poor people alright?
When you left, I was still in the middle of restoring everyone's minds. Thankfully, when the Doctor mentioned depositing information into the subconscious, he didn't mean engraving information into their minds.
Oh?
Instead, he did something closer to creating hallucinations. That was still within my power to fix.
That's good.
Luckily, I managed to finish my restorations and mind jump away from him just as he was about to capture me.
Whew. What a relief. The Doctor sure pulled out some hidden cards, but good thing we had Nahida with us.
I wouldn't be relieved just yet. I gave away my true identity when I restored everyone's minds, which means we've lost another one of our trump cards. Also, the Doctor is already an expert at modifying Akasha terminals. Maybe it's only a matter of time until he captures my consciousness inside the Akasha.
Would that mean you'd no longer be able to jump between minds? Then how do we stop him? He's still at the academia, so it's possible he already started messing with the Akasha.
Our position will only get worse with time.
Ugh. It feels like he's toying with us. What a nasty piece of work. Plus, the doctor's combat ability alone is apparently enough to make him worthy of being number 2 of the Fatui.
We shouldn't give up hope just yet.
That person, I like that. The person was walking towards us, heard this, and they're like, I'm better off not knowing. I'm better off not knowing.
Actually, Nahida, how did you know we were trying to get to Party's DI? Have you been waiting for us?
Yes, I have. I can see the traveler's elemental energy, so I deduced her destination by looking at the direction you were moving in. You didn't come here for sightseeing, right? Did you find any leads?
We're looking for a scholar we know. His name is Tainari, and the sages once tried to reach out to him. Why don't you come inside with us and see what we can find?
Okay, let's just hope we won't get him into trouble.
Alright, let's head up here. Huh, my first time being inside. Is that who I think it is? No, it's not.
Traveler?
Oh, Hypatia!
Ah, the voice! It's Hypatia!
Huh. Nice attention to detail that their voices echo here.
Ah, what a pleasant surprise! It's so nice to see the two of you again.
Who's this?
She's a scholar we met in the Avidia Forest. When we last saw each other, she was still training in the... what's it called? Satyavada life?
Oh, I see.
She's like, huh, a follower.
That's right, we're old friends. You've come at just the right time. Ever since I've come here, hardly anyone has even talked to me.
Hypatia, you're way too excited about this. Actually, for you to leave the Avidia Forest means... you're not in training anymore? Wait, no. Did you already finish your training and reach Pariporna life?
I could have sworn I heard Pariporna. Porna.
What do you think? My consciousness has already managed to make contact with the divine.
Nahida's like, huh, I don't remember that.
You did it! Congratulations!
I'm happy for you.
It's so exhilarating to share this sublime joy with others at long last. When my consciousness made contact with the gods. Ah, what a supreme and unparalleled experience that was.
Nahida's just like, but I didn't make contact with you.
That sounds incredible!
Actually, we're here for Tainari.
Oh, all right. Actually, please wait. I haven't forgotten my promise to you.
Promise?
Remember? I promised to help you understand what you saw from Irminsul once I gained deeper insights. My current self has not only gained true insight, but I can even help you establish a direct connection to the consciousness of the divine.
You can do that?
Do you believe her?
I've never heard of anything like that, but if you want to give it a try, I'll do my best to protect your consciousness during the process.
Hold on. I brought some spirit borneal with me. This is still a crucial part of the ceremony.
We're using that incense again?
Time to get high again?
All right now. Hold my hand. I'll help you establish a pathway to connect your consciousness.
Okay.
Ready?
Time to trip balls again!
It took 3 betrayals for me to finally understand. The world is just an elaborate tapestry of lies.
Huh?
My fury will never be quelled. The first to betray me was a god. My creator. My mother.
What the?
Valuing strength above all,
She saw no worth in me and I was discarded. The second was a human. My family. My friend. Consumed by fear, he saw me as an abomination. The third was one exactly like me. A hope for the future. A fledgling,
So a
barely
child?
out of the nest.
What?
Powerless before his mortality, he broke his promise to me. Humans, they can't be trusted. And the gods fill me with pure loathing. So I said good riddance. I denounced the world and laughed in its face. My chest will never again be defiled by worldly filth. I will scrub away every last trace of human emotion. Then it will be empty, a blank slate, and ready to receive a supreme gnosis, brimming with pure divinity.
What the
There's
shit?
no need to fear. The pain will be brief. Your era is coming to an end.
What in the hell?
What was that?
This is neither the Greater Lord's consciousness.
Did we actually just see the Baladier's memories? Everything matches what we know about him. But how is he connected to the divine consciousness that Hypatia was talking about?
You saw it, right? You felt it, right? Such a majestic god! Such a noble will! Such sublime emotion!
I am worried for you!
Alas, shame. If only that which beats within my chest wasn't a filthy mortal heart. Oh, great and merciful God! Please grant me forgiveness and salvation!
I...
You understand now? I'm afraid this is no periportal life, but rather...
Wake up, Hypatia!
You... Why are you so mean to me? Why is everyone hiding from me? I found divine wisdom. Shouldn't I receive praise and honor? Haven't I uncovered that light in the darkness?
Hypatia?
Calm down, Hypatia.
That's how I always thought everything should be. Wait, have I already lost my mind?
What the fuck?
Wait, something isn't right.
Oh shit! We're under attack! Protect Nahida at all costs! No! What? Huh? Oh, that's creepy. The hell just happened? What? Tainari?
Okay, we finally lost him. different. You're back!
Oh, the Traveler's back?
What? What just happened?
Nahida was controlling your body for a while. It seemed like she jumped over to you as an emergency measure right before the Catherine puppet was destroyed.
That's what I figured would happen to save her.
After that, Tainari heard the commotion and came over. He helped us defeat the mercenaries and then he ran with us all the way here.
This time she didn't just transfer her mind into my body. Our minds swapped places.
What? You swapped places? You mean your consciousness also went into Nahida's body? Wait, then where is Nahida's consciousness? Where is she now?
I never imagined that an individual's consciousness could be transferred around like this. Had I not seen it with my own eyes, I would have never believed it. I don't think this can be achieved with current human technology. Also, while we were running, the consciousness in your body told me to pass on a message. She said, "The doctor has found a way to trap my consciousness, so I can't journey with you anymore. But even in a moonless night, a shower of starlight can still drown out illusions and lies."
Oh no! Nahida's trapped in the sanctuary of Surasthana for good this time.
Looks like that's our next place to head then.
Was that message all she left for us? It's pretty vague.
It's a code that only we know.
Oh, that makes sense. Since the doctor captured her, she won't be able to say anything without him knowing. She's being extra careful. Even in a moonless night, a shower of starlight can still drown out illusions and lies. Huh. Paimon knows the moon illusions and lies are from the alchemical divination at the Sub-Zero's festival. Didn't Nahida use a starlight analogy before? It had something to do with Sataria.
The moon refers to Nahida herself. Starlight refers to the people of the desert.
Oh, that makes a lot of sense. Huh. Do you think Nahida was telling us to go find help in the desert? But she isn't with us anymore. Think we'll be okay?
Paimon, you said Sanctuary of Surasthana. Does this mean that this Nahida you're talking about, the consciousness who was occupying the traveler's body, is the Dendro Archon?
Your guess is correct, but the situation's a bit complicated, so it's really hard for us to explain right now.
That's all right. A scholar's curiosity doesn't need to be appeased.
You're taking this all in rather well.
As for the complicated nature of the situation, safe to say I have witnessed that for myself. I've spent some time with you, and it looks like the Dendro Archon's also on your side, so I trust you.
Thank you, Tainari. Oh, actually, we came here to ask you a question. What do you know about the project that the sages have been working on?
Ah, that. While I was indeed invited to join that project, the sages were always secretive about its scope and goals, so I eventually declined. All I know is that that project has something to do with the restoration of Irminsul.
I just received some new intel.
Huh? Did you see something when you were in Nahida's body?
The Academia is turning the Balladeer into a god.
What?
Do you have any evidence?
I saw a nascent god under construction.
So that's what happened. That explains why Hypatia's symptoms were different from those of the other scholars who went mad. It's because she made contact with the consciousness of a new god who is still in the process of being born.
Tainari, did you leave the Avidia Forest because of Hypatia?
I did. I noticed Hypatia's mental anomalies, but since her symptoms were rather atypical, I secretly took her to Pardis Dii and began searching for a way to return her to her normal self. If I didn't take action, Hypatia would have already been taken by the Matra to the desert, doomed to a life of exile at Aru village.
Yikes.
Now that you mention it, I knew the Academia has never thought particularly highly of Lesser Lord Kusanali, but I still didn't expect them to do something as arrogant as creating a new god. Looks like I made the right decision by not accepting their invitation.
The Vitui is also behind this.
The Doctor and the Balladeer. We have 2 Fatui Harbingers in Sumeru. Sounds like we're in for a bad time. From your description, I don't think they've completed their project. There may still be room for us to intervene. But then, what is the connection between creating a new god and restoring Irmin's soul?
Yeah, it feels like we're still nowhere close to figuring out the Sage's goals.
Let's head to the desert for now.
We've pretty much gone over everything we need to know, so we should head out. How about you, Tighnari? What are you going to do?
I'll stay here for now. I still want to try a few more things to help Hypatia. If you're planning to go into the desert, start by heading for Caravan Rabat. That'll be your fastest route. Come find me here if there's anything else I can do to help. May the spirit of wisdom go with you.
Thanks, Tighnari. Hopefully Hypatia will feel better soon. We're off then.
It's gonna say part 1 finished, isn't it? Or not. Alright, now we head to the desert. Good thing I recently discovered this place and could teleport here. Since it is now confirmed that Scaramouche's mother is A, who is the father figure?
It's pretty lively here.
That's actually a good question.
So, just past this wall is the desert, huh? Oh, wow. Paimon remembers hearing people call this the Wall of Samiel. It's made to block sandstorms from the outside. Oh, if it's this tall, it's gotta be the divine work of Greater Lord Rukkhadevata, right?
It is indeed quite impressive.
Enough gawking. Come on, follow me.
What?
Huh?
When did you get here?
Over here.
What?
Someone that way! Let's hurry up and follow him. Wonder what he's up to.
You're on the Dendro Archon's... I'm pretty sure you're still on our side, but what? How do you know about... Oh, more mercenaries after us.
What the? Where did she go? How did we lose them? They were just here a second ago.
More Eremite mercenaries? Who are they working for this time? Anyway, Traveler, it seems like we were being followed again.
You were too careless. You should have noticed those hopeless amateurs trailing you a long time ago.
Thanks.
There's no need to thank me. I've never cared to keep track of personal favors. All I did was correct a mistake I happened to come across. It's a habit I developed at the Academia.
I am. You should probably tell him to take that device off when near us.
You really gave Paimon a scare, Alhaitham. We never thought we'd run into you here. Last time we met at Port Ormos, didn't you say you were going back to the Academia? Wait, don't tell Paimon that you're here to take us back on their orders.
Oh, so you've already landed yourselves on the Academia's hit list. I can't say that I didn't expect it. However, had I wished to turn you over to the Academia, don't you think you'd already be the Eremites' honored guests by now?
Oh, right. You do have a point.
Did you participate in the Sage's big project?
I have no interest in running errands for that project. As a scholar, I've always belonged to the camp that promotes researcher autonomy. And these days, you're more fascinating than anything the Sages can offer.
So you were actually looking for me?
Not quite. To tell you the truth, I'm still investigating the Divine Knowledge Capsule. Unfortunately, I've run into some difficulties. Everyone says the capsule originated in the desert and was eventually moved to Port Ormos. If I am to get to the bottom of this, I must understand how the capsule first came to be. Which brings me back to you, and why you're so interesting.
Well, thank you.
The leader of Ain al-Ahmar used the Divine Knowledge Capsule right in front of you, and upon seeing him, your expression became perplexed, and you were lost in thought for quite some time. To have that kind of reaction, I think you must have realized something. Are you interested at all in sharing what you've been hiding from me?
World, forget
Oh, hey,
me.
Foom. You really have a ridiculous eye for detail. What kind of person even notices or remembers stuff like that?
The situation is a little complicated.
So that's your answer. Well, I do work for the Academia after all. So considering that, it is indeed wise to keep your cards close to your chest. But that does prove you do have some undisclosed information about the Divine Knowledge Capsule. Am I right? No matter. Rather than simply learning the answers from you, I'd still prefer to investigate on my own. Speaking of, you two are also headed to the desert?
That's right. We have the same plan as you. But we don't really have any concrete goals at the moment.
Then I'd suggest starting with Aru Village. It's the largest settlement in the desert, so it'll probably have more resources and intel than anywhere else. Well, would you like to head there together?
Sure.
It's always better to travel with someone you know. Let's go!
Let's go! Alright, so now I'll finally get to see the desert for myself. This is my first time ever entering the desert. And suddenly... Oh, music changed.
Quietly now.
Scatter! Propagate!
Feels like it's lagging a bit.
Witness the power of good. Gotcha.
Maybe it's because the Sealy's near.
Easy money.
What is the current time in game? Nah, I want to see what it looks like during the day. YouTube's filtering is worse than I thought. Huh?
Another test subject.
Busted. Here comes the catch.
Ow.
Hunter becomes.
Damn you.
Scatter!
Picked the wrong test subject.
Alright.
I'll keep this close.
Cerno, here is the thing. I would not be able to do that even if I had a second monitor. Because if I did have a second... Well, maybe it would work like that. But I wouldn't be able to see chat nearly as much as you think. Plus, it would give me a headache having to look at 3 things at once. Oh, that's new!
Rain outlines your fate.
Oh, you don't drop anything.
Ring cutter.
The wrong test subject.
Yeah, I'm seeing your comments just fine from what I'm seeing. So... Oh! We're actually heading to a statue of the Seven. Okay, then. That works out. What didn't show up on stream? Apparently some people tagged me in something. Oh, yeah, I see it.
Before us lies Aru Village, the safe haven of the desert folk.
Whoa, this landscape is really something else. What a cool place! Let's go check it out!
Cutscene? Yep, cutscene. There's a lot of cutscenes in this one. Oh, hello! Hello, Sino. Okay, this is pretty sick. Damn, this boy got moves! That's an introduction.
Unless my memory fails me, we have barely spoken 2 words to each other before now at the Academia. Would you care to enlighten me as to when and how I invited the General Mahamatra's wrath?
Oh, Hatham. Do not think you can escape my judgment, just because you managed to escape my attack.
Well, these guys, No. It didn't shadow ban you. I don't think that's even possible in a YouTube chat.
Judgment? So that's how you'd characterize your actions here, is it? Or would elimination perhaps be a more accurate description?
Yeah, these two got some history.
Had I used my full strength, not even this traveler would have been able to stop me.
You sure about that?
Though styled like an assassination, I sought only to ensure that my target would be unable to flee or resist. Standard practice for the Matra, as well you know.
Seemed to me more like your own personal touch.
Who is that, Al-Hatham? Did you call him General Mahamatra?
Yes. General Mahamatra Sino, head of all the Matra at the Academia. He's a formidable hunter.
I didn't think he'd be involved with the Academia.
Crimes.
You seem to have placed a lot of trust in Al-Hatham, to the point of blocking an attack for him. If I were you, I'd never choose to side with him. I wouldn't believe a single word that comes out of his mouth. I have been pursuing this scribe for a long time. I urge you, stand back and do not seek to defend him any longer. Otherwise, there will be consequences.
That doesn't mean I'm gonna stand by and do nothing.
Has Al-Hatham done something wrong? Hyman doesn't think he's as bad as you made him out to be.
I won't waste my breath explaining things. Al-Hatham, I saw it during our fight. Take it out. The divine knowledge capsule you're hiding on your person. Unless you want me to retrieve it for myself.
Very perceptive of you. Nothing escapes a Matra's senses.
Wait, the divine knowledge capsule? Didn't it fall into the Matra's hands in Port Ormos?
So you did lie to us.
No wonder you speak with such confidence, Sino. but I must admit, I'm very curious. What does this capsule mean to you? And why, as General Mahamatra of the Academia, are you all alone in the desert? As far as I'm aware, the other Matra have been speculating about your disappearance. Have you been given a mission that's, let's say, morally dubious? If I was the real target of your mission, what was stopping you from simply using your authority and resources to judge me within the walls of the Academia?
Is it a mission from the sages?
I should have known you'd be difficult to deal with.
You two? Ugh. What you would do, Traveler? Paimon feels like we can't trust either of them.
Ahem. Well, look at you two, acting all tough and self-righteous.
Oh, hi, Diha.
Wait, Dia?
That smug look.
Great! Finally, someone that we can trust! You gotta help us out here, otherwise these two are gonna start fighting again!
Yeah, sure looks that way. Two giants from the Academia duking it out once and for all. Not something you get to see every day, that's for sure. Listen, I know you academic types love to fill up your big brains with self-righteous morality and lord your empty rules and virtues over each other. But how dare you bring your petty disputes into the safe haven of Aru Village? It seems like someone's gonna have to beat some sense into your thick skulls until you finally learn to respect these grounds.
Damn! Neither of them can afford to be distracted by Diha. And they're still looking for an opportunity to attack.
Hey, did either of you hear a word I just said?
Whoa, what's going on? The wind's so strong. Is this a sandstorm? Paimon's gonna get blown away!
Another sandstorm? What's up with these recently?
Hey! All of you, over here, quickly! We have to take cover.
Oh! Hello, Candace.
Someone's calling for us! Oh, this wind is too strong! Let's get over there!
They probably can't see, huh? But yeah, no need to worry. As far as I know, YouTube has no way to shadow ban someone in chat. I've never heard of such a thing.
That sounded like Candace. Come on, you two. Jeez, are all of you Academia folks such hard work? Move it!
All right, stop yelling.
Now, there is no third-party solution for me to find out, because then let me put this in perspective. I've got my phone for my VTuber model on my left side. I've got my monitor right in front of me, which is where most of my attention is. I've got my giant-ass iPad to the right of me, and my water right behind it. Yes, I could get a second monitor, but that, again, that would just be way too many things to look at. Anyone gonna talk?
Well, this is pretty awkward. Hey, wanna play sardines with three people who wanna tear each other limb from limb? Sure, why not? Sounds fun.
Okay, that's a good one, Paimon.
The air is so thick and heavy. Paimon can hardly keep floating anymore.
My sincere apologies, everyone. This is the home of our village chief. I will have to ask you to make do with this small room until the sandstorm dies down. Please, let me introduce myself. I am Candace, protector of Aru Village.
She is pretty. And is that a Millennium Eye on her head? Actually, you know, I am curious. The first time I saw that origin, or that symbol, was the Millennium Eye. But what does it actually date back to? Something in proper Egypt?
Our savior has come at last!
Yeah, but it also had a lot more ads, a lot less discoverability. It's mainly the ads. It is mainly the ads that drive me up the wall.
There's no need to thank me. It's only right to help each other when the weather gets rough.
Wow, she's so gentle and caring, like a nice older sister. Unlike those guys over there.
Damn, Paimon. Twitch chat has more freedom for chats because sometimes YouTube chat 80% is reliable and 20% non. Oh? Do explain, Noir.
Alright. Now that we're all better acquainted, we should return to the topic at hand. As a guardian charged with the responsibility to protect my fellow villagers from harm, I was observing your conflict from afar, even before the sandstorm started. And now that you have set foot within our village itself, it is all the more my responsibility to make absolutely sure that you pose no threat whatsoever to us. So please, have an honest and sincere conversation with one another, and put your hostile feelings to rest.
Huh. Good way to word it.
If anyone dares to start anything again while they are under this roof, I will not hesitate to send them out for some quality time with the creatures of the sandstorm.
Oh! On second thought, Paimon may have misjudged Candace's character.
Candace is basically just saying be respectful to one another or I'm kicking you out.
And that goes for you too, Miss Dia. Do I make myself clear?
Alright, we got it, Candace.
That's what I like to hear. So, which of you will begin?
I was supposed to be a mediator, but I might have gotten a little too involved just now. Anyway, one of those two should probably start talking.
YouTube is picky of what shows up on the screen sometimes, if your chat is on the stream. Huh. So you're saying that it would not be as bad if I disabled chat?
Wait.
Well, by disabled, I mean it doesn't show up on the overlay. It would still show up for you guys.
I have nothing to hide, so there's no shame in explaining myself. While Al-Haytham wasn't wrong about the other Matra not knowing my whereabouts, it's not because I've been assigned a morally dubious mission. Rather, I've chosen to exile myself.
I was about to say, you look like a lone wolf type.
Huh? Exile yourself?
A little while ago, I discovered that there was data missing in the Academia's project planning and development files. What little they did report clearly did not match the project's actual progress. As General Mahamatra, I had the responsibility and authority to request an audit. However, to my surprise, the person responsible for the erroneous data was none other than Grand Sage Azar himself. I tried to investigate the issue myself before submitting a formal audit request, but I soon found that all leads and potential pieces of incriminating evidence were carefully concealed from me. I began to realize that they were cautious of me from the very beginning. Unsurprisingly, the Grand Sage rejected my audit request as soon as the submission reached his desk. He even said to me, "The power of the General Mahamatra is granted by the sages. You have no right to judge us."
Well, that's a good way to make them leave.
So they really are up to no good.
I realized then that to the Grand Sage, the Matra are nothing more than tools for the sages to assert and maintain their control over knowledge. The vows that we took, the principles that we strive to uphold, they are meaningless to the academia of today.
So you decided to exile yourself.
I believed it would be wise to flee the academia before the sages had a chance to take action against me. This way, they can no longer see nor predict my actions. I will never give up on this investigation. There's no need for someone else to give me power or authority. Once I find the truth, I will administer judgment by my own name.
Cyno seems to have the same goal as us. We're all investigating the sages.
So then, why'd you attack the other guy?
Plus, now that he's no longer the General Mahamatra, he somehow feels a lot less scary.
Still too early to trust him completely.
Sino, if that's your story, then why did you see Alhaitham as a target?
When I was investigating the matter in the academia, I overheard a conversation between Alhaitham and a sage. The sages asked you to investigate a blonde-haired traveler. Do you dispute this, Alhaitham?
Oh, I didn't hear about that.
What?
Like many parts of the project, this assignment was undocumented. Now throw in your suspicious behavior with the Divine Knowledge Capsule, and I think we deserve an explanation.
So from the very beginning...
Yes. I was indeed tasked with investigating the Traveler.
Alhaitham!
After all, the promised reward was so great that hardly any scholar could have refused. The sage told me, once you've completed this assignment, I can give you a glimpse of divine knowledge.
A most enticing offer.
Unfortunately, those academics don't know me at all. Their words contained one key piece of information, namely that divine knowledge indeed exists. That gave me all I needed to know. From my perspective, the sages are far from trustworthy. Think about it. Isn't it a little strange they're so willing to share divine knowledge with anyone, even as a reward? So, I began my own investigation following the lead of the Divine Knowledge Capsule. In the end, I realized my wisdom in committing to this rather than collaborating with the sages.
That's a smart choice.
Had I been less guarded, I probably would have ended up like that Ain al-Ahmar mercenary, incapable of remaining sane for long enough to hold a conversation.
You mean that the sages originally planned to dispose of you, using one of those capsules that drive people insane?
That's a good... Wow. What about your encounter with me?
I'd already given up on the assignment by then. I only told the Academia I was waiting in Port Ormos for you to appear so they wouldn't suspect anything. So it came as quite a surprise when I encountered my erstwhile target while investigating the Divine Knowledge Capsule.
Criminals do love to talk about coincidences.
Even though I ran into the Traveler by chance, I had no intention of providing assistance to the Academia. Also, you should remember, you were the ones who decided to follow me and strike up a conversation after I left that tavern.
Now that you mention it, things did go like that.
That's true. Alhaitham helped us out at Caravan Rebat as well. Maybe he's telling the truth.
I'm willing to apologize, if that's worth anything to you. I took the Divine Knowledge Capsule behind your back because I judged its existence to be a significant risk. I felt that it would be best for no one to interact with it before it had been properly studied. After all, curiosity often proves to be the most dangerous thing in this land.
Curiosity killed the cat.
You should be well aware, Scribe Alhaitham, that curiosity can also lead you to danger and suspicion. Answer me this. Did the sages share any information about their project with you?
Have I not made myself clear? You and I are both distrusted by the Academia. Do you really think they would tell me anything?
Fine. Although you haven't completely proven your innocence, I won't regard you as an enemy, for now.
As you wish.
Good. I'm glad to see you two clearing up your misunderstandings. And now you, Dia. I believe it's your turn.
Oh, sorry. Whatever the boys were talking about must have been so boring that I spaced out.
Damn! She just flat out said she was bored of it.
My situation is pretty straightforward. My employer, Dunyarzad of the Homayani family, is friends with the Traveler and is currently recovering from her illness at home. I had nothing going on, so I decided to return to Aru village for a visit. I was actually looking forward to a pretty exciting time getting back together with everyone here. But then I saw these two random guys in the middle of a pointless argument. It ticked me off, and things went downhill from there.
Is that all? Well, I will admit that definitely sounds like your style. In that case, welcome back, Dia.
That's more like it. I missed you all so much, Candace.
The frick?
No need to worry. Now that you're no longer at each other's throats, please make yourselves at home. I'll take a quick trip outside to clear out some of those creatures in the sandstorm.
Creatures? In the sandstorm? Are you sure you don't want some backup?
Candace's voice actor is very beautiful. Oh?
Fighting in a sandstorm is not for the faint-hearted. Anyone without extensive training in these conditions is at a disadvantage. You needn't worry.
Yeah, just leave him to Candace. Don't worry, she's as tough as they come.
Bling!
The winds died down. That means the sandstorm's over, right?
Peeked in and now I have an eye on Dia. Hi, Lane.
Candace still isn't back yet, though. Is she alright? Maybe we should go out and check on her.
When you put it that way, even I'm starting to feel a little worried. All right, let's go. We've been here long enough, and the boys are as chatty as the floor.
Alright, let's go and check out the situation. I'll just carefully avoid you. Let me just get to that teleporter. There we go. Damn, there. That is a lot.
Yes. They just keep coming in waves. I've lost count of how many I've defeated. Before I realized it, even the sandstorm had stopped.
Her stamina is something else.
Here comes another wave!
Allow us to help.
Leave this round to us. I got interrupted earlier, but now I have something to take my anger out on.
It's been quite a while since I've seen the Flame Mane in action. I'll leave these to you then.
I'll be sure to put on a good show. Let's go!
Quietly now.
Ooh, these guys are quite tanky.
Germinate!
Things are about to get dicey.
Our bond is strong.
And here comes more.
When are they ever gonna let up?
They stopped letting up now.
Disappearing. Was that the last of them?
What we fought just now was probably the aftermath of the sandstorm. So we should be safe for the time being.
Well fought, everyone. No injuries, I hope.
Some random old person?
Huh? Who are you?
Ah, my apologies. I haven't had a chance to greet you yet. I had my hands full taking care of the village's elderly and children. I am the chief of Aru village. Everyone usually calls me Uncle Anpu.
Uncle Ampu. Huh. Cute name. Sorry for all the trouble.
Sir, I am also originally from the desert, but I have not been back for some time now. May I ask if such sandstorms are common?
I can't say they've always been common, but recently the storms have become increasingly severe and frequent. Besides sandstorms, we also occasionally get earthquakes. According to an investigator who stayed in the village a while ago, these unusual natural phenomena are related to the withering of Irminsul.
Another effect of Irminsul's withering. So, Irminsul's withering causes withering zones in the forest, and sandstorms and earthquakes here in the desert?
Candace's voice actor is Shara Kirby, also the voice of Bea in Masters EX. Oh, the mobile game.
Everything in the natural world is inextricably connected to Irminsul. These regional symptoms can indeed be a reflection of Irminsul's present state.
Everyone in Aru Village needs to take good care of themselves. Speaking of which, why haven't I seen a single village keeper since I got here?
Village keeper? Who are they? Village guards like Candace?
Does your curiosity know no bounds? Village Keeper is how Aru Village refers to mad scholars exiled here by the Academia.
Huh. Not what I expected when I heard Village Keeper.
Most of them are scholars who lost their sanity after a period of training in the Avidia Forest. The Academia believes that their crazed mutterings may have a negative effect on the psyches of other scholars. So, they're forcibly exiled to the desert. Though if you ask me, it's all a boatload of nonsense.
Hypatia was also nearly exiled.
Alas, that's exactly what we've been trying to investigate. One by one, the village keepers have been mysteriously disappearing without a trace.
Oh?
But no one in the village has ever seen them leave. If you're planning to stay around the village for the next few days, I'd appreciate it if you could keep an eye out for them.
I've had encounters with those people in the past. I'll see what I can do to help.
The Matra are the ones responsible for their exile. Now that you're no longer with them, are you trying to alleviate your guilt and atone for your past sins? I'm fascinated by how you think.
Oh, that was a jab.
Mock me if you will. But if you are guilty, I will eliminate you, regardless of my position or identity.
Damn. Deha, voiced by Amber May. She does a few NPCs in Genshin 2. No big characters.
Oh, you're the former General Mahamatra. You must be an expert in these kinds of investigations. Thank you for your help.
I'll help too.
Is it because you're reminded of Hypatia? Oh, these poor scholars. First they lose their sanity, now this! We need to help get them back home, safe and sound. But, is it really a good idea to tag along with Sino? You seem like you really don't trust him.
That's why this is a great opportunity to watch him.
I'll be grateful for the assistance. No doubt you will do a better job than some of my former subordinates. Let's start by finding a spot to share what we know so far.
Genshin is trying to find newer talent to play their new roles coming up for English voice acting. I guess Lane could apply. A Dendroclist is nearby. Is that water or... Yeah, that's gotta be water. Right, head this way, and the Dendroclist... Ah, that was some load-in. I'm headed the wrong way. This way. It should be right here. But I don't see anything. Perhaps it's up top. Alright, it's faster to teleport. I will be right back real quick. And then we shall continue.
respect the local customs. Would in Aru Village please respect the local customs? Would in Aru Village please respect the local customs?
I'm back.
Would in Aru Village please respect
I also got myself a small little snack. Is my camera doing okay? Your model tracking? I see constant stuttering. What, like this?
Would in Aru Village please respect the local customs?
Yeah, my camera is fine. Was my model doing okay? I said BRB, and then I went to, the bathroom real quick.
Would in Aru Village please respect the local customs?
Press something. Wait, it's stuttering now? How? Oh, that's me having a snack. Remember that. This is hard to control with one hand.
Although I've sent myself into exile, I'm still doing essentially the same things as before. Do you still have any questions for me before we start our investigation?
Why do they refer to the mad scholars as village keepers?
One of my former subordinates told me that this title has its origins in a strange incident.
Oh?
The Academia has long exiled mad scholars to Aru Village. A mysterious phenomenon exists here. When mad scholars first arrive, they are as incoherent and deranged as before. But after spending some time...
Did that fix it?
They invariably begin to calm down. Initially, the people of Aru Village greatly resented having to take in the mad scholars. But a strange incident one night changed that.
Oh? What happened?
Aru Village was struck by the strongest earthquake in living memory. Seeing buildings on the verge of collapse all around him, the then chief of the village was preparing to take everyone to safety. Suddenly, he noticed a mad scholar crouching in a corner, caressing the ground with his hands. A soft, green light radiated from him, like a divine glow against the backdrop of night.
The Dendro Archon?
Despite the powerful tremors that ripped through the ground that night, all the houses remained upright, almost as if they had grown roots reaching deep into the ground. In the end, not a single building collapsed, and no one was hurt. After that, the people of Aru village treated the mad scholars with greater kindness, and began to refer to them as the village keepers.
The soft green light? A mad scholar protecting Aru village? What do you make of it, Traveler?
It must have been Nahida's power.
Paimon thinks so too. Actually, Sino, do you know if any of the mad scholars continued to wear their Akasha terminals at Aru village?
In theory, they would continue wearing them so the academia could still monitor their activities. With that said, the main Akasha system would no longer have any interaction with them.
Oh, no wonder! Everything makes sense then! Add in the fact that they calmed down, it was probably Nahida who calmed them.
If you are able to draw a conclusion from this one story alone, then it appears you possess much more information than I do. So, what do you make of the story?
The Mad Scholar's power likely came... from Lesser Lord Kusanali.
Really? Lesser Lord Kusanali.
What? You don't believe us? Lesser Lord Kusanali was definitely using the Akasha to give her power to the Mad Scholars!
No, it's not so much that I don't believe you. I'm just struck by your reasoning. Lesser Lord Kusanali, the current Dendro Archon. Is she really active in Sumeru? The Academia has always placed far greater importance on the late Greater Lord Rukkhadevata. They've more or less ignored Lesser Lord Kusanali, and I've never had any reason to doubt their views. In addition, I've never heard any stories about Lesser Lord Kusanali and her deeds. To me, she might as well have been a god that never existed.
Ouch.
No way! Nahida definitely exists! She's a... how should Paimon put it? She's a good Archon who's kind and wise. Even if she says weird stuff sometimes.
We saved Sumeru City together in the not-so-distant past.
I've spent many years interrogating criminals, so I can easily tell when someone is lying.
Good! Then you should know that we're telling the truth!
That look in your eyes. I've never seen that from a liar. You two really must have met Lesser Lord Kusanali. How can this be? To think, our Archon has been amongst us this entire time.
Alright, now it's our turn to put our skills to good use for this investigation.
You betcha!
But easier said than done, especially since we don't have any leads.
Oh hey, a challenge thing to my side.
Excuse me, are you here to help me find my grandpa?
Huh?
Huh? Who are you?
By the sounds of it, a resident of this village.
My name is Isak. You'll help me find my grandpa, right?
Is your grandpa a mad scholar?
Hey, don't say that. Grandpa is just Grandpa. Why do you have to call him that? It's not like he's a bad person or anything.
The person you're referring to is not a local, yet you are. Why do you call him Grandpa?
Grandpa is just Grandpa. He's my family. I heard everything you said to the village chief. Please, you gotta take me with you. I want to find my grandpa. I swear I'll help. I won't be a nuisance.
I don't think that's a good idea.
Ah, so you're the one who was eavesdropping on us around the village chief's house. I was planning to go out and take care of whoever it was, but I had a vague feeling that they didn't harbor any ill intent.
How were you able to...
Whoa. Hatham wasn't kidding about Matra having sharp senses. Sino, he's just a kid. All he wants is to find his grandpa. Let's find a way to help him.
Sorry. I was only listening in because I wanted to know where Grandpa went. Honest. If you don't believe me, you can ask Miss Candace.
Please help him, Sino.
All right. But first, let's confirm the facts with Candace.
I see that challenge there, and I'ma do it. Ooh, look at these ruins around here. Hop! Whoop! Good thing I have my wings.
I'll keep this close.
It's faster to just teleport back. So I'm guessing the Dendroclys is all the way on the top of that rock. Okay,
Take it easy.
teleporter here. Is the Dendroclys closer than it appears? There it is! So it wasn't at the top of the rock, it was right here. I didn't even know Octopath had a gotcha.
Sino is super vigilant. Is this what all the Matra are like?
Ah, you're back already.
We just wanted to confirm something with you. Do you know a boy by the name of Isak?
I had a feeling he'd go looking for you.
Huh? You knew this would happen?
Yes. Although he tried his best to stay hidden, I still noticed him eavesdropping outside the window. He really wants to get his grandfather back.
Champions of the continent. Huh.
Isak's parents were both Aramite mercenaries who rarely returned to the village after finding employment in the city. He was raised by his grandfather. Unfortunately, it was only a few years before his grandpa passed away. Isak was still very young at the time, so various families in the village took turns caring for him so he could survive. Later, an elderly mad scholar arrived at the village. Isak thought the scholar bore a striking resemblance to his grandfather, and thus often spied on the man. However, the scholar was unkempt in appearance and incoherent in speech. Although Isak referred to the man as his grandpa, he was afraid and didn't dare to approach him. One summer night, the oft mumbling and bumbling grandpa suddenly calmed down and seemed to become more lucid. He even noticed Isak hiding in the distance.
Huh.
So Grandpa walked up to Isak and patted him on the head. He even took Isak to the entrance of the village, where he patiently taught the boy the names of the stars, and accompanied Isak until he fell asleep. The next morning, Isak woke up and wanted to go find his grandpa again, only to realize his grandpa no longer recognized him. However, even so, Grandpa retained his calm expression. It's said that those who saw the scholar claimed he no longer appeared to be crazy, but appeared to be living in his own world, almost as if he were sleepwalking.
Interesting.
Isak was thrilled that his grandpa was able to find peace, and would follow him all the time, asking him things like, "Grandpa, want me to take you somewhere fun?" Or, "Grandpa, could you tell me stories about the stars again?"
All this somehow just makes Paimon feel really sad. It seems like they both deserve so much better.
Perhaps. Nearly everyone who lives in the desert has some form of hardship or regret. But even so, we must still continue on with our lives. It's also my reason for fighting. I must continue to protect this land.
Lucid Grandpa was probably Nahida. She must have sued the other mad scholars as well. It's probably connected the dots as well.
Maybe the people have always had a considerate god watching over them.
Yep.
Huh? What did you say, Sino?
No, nothing. As long as Esau keeps his word and doesn't get in our way, we can take him along.
I still feel that's a bad judgment.
Perhaps you are more compassionate than I gave you credit for. Please accept my thanks on Isak's behalf, Sino.
Hey, Isak! Oh, it's you guys! We've cleared everything up. Let's go find your grandpa. Really? Wow! Thank you so much!
Your grandpa will be found safe and sound.
Yeah!
Alright. Let's ask the local residents some questions first.
Dreams, emptiness, and deception. So that was just part 1. Damn.
Excuse me, did you happen to see where the missing scholars went?
You mean the village keepers? Oh, let me think. When I was eating dinner the other day, I saw one of them by the side of the road, muttering away and eating mushrooms and tree roots. They shouldn't go around eating that kind of stuff.
Huh?
Okay. Did you notice anything else?
Anything else? No, I think that's all I have to tell you. Sorry.
And then he just walks off. Alright then. Then again, he doesn't know us, so... I mean, we're the ones being kind of rude, just asking
Scholars
him
that
like
have
that.
gone missing. Have you seen them?
Those eyes. Those fierce eyes. You look like a real fighter.
I mean, considering his getup.
Don't change the subject.
Right. You were asking about the the mad scholars. I think it's been a few days since I last saw them. I usually go to bed pretty early, so I'm not too familiar with what goes on at night. But honestly, I feel quite sympathetic towards them. Even though they act a little strange, they've helped me in the past. If it weren't for them, my house would have collapsed long ago.
Do you also think Grandpa and the others are good people?
Grandpa? Oh, hello there. It's little Isak. You mean that nice man who looks like your grandpa's long-lost twin, right? He was actually the one who protected my house. I saw it with my own eyes. He happened to be staying near my house that day and was doing something with his hands on the ground. It still feels pretty surreal now that I think back on it. Did someone teach them how to do that? Well, whatever the case, I'll always be thankful to him and whoever taught him to look out for others. I'm pretty sure that if I ever went mad, I wouldn't be able to do anything like that.
Gotcha. Thank you.
Ask the locals for information. Alright, time to ask the next person. Yep.
Sir, have you seen my grandpa recently? You know, the one who likes to sit and space out near the village entrance.
Oh, well, if it isn't Isak. Oh, your grandpa, huh? It's been a while.
Let me check something real quick.
The last time I saw him, he was spacing out by the road as usual. I went and asked him if he'd like any of the food I had prepared, despite my wife's protests. Like many people, she's really quite terrified of them. And speaking of my wife, she's still always complaining about how I don't make enough mora. Might explain why she's always mad at me.
Ouch.
Oh, thank you. Thank you for taking care of him.
It was nothing. You're looking for him, right? Did he go for a walk and get lost?
Yeah.
That's no good. Well, once you found him, come by my place again and I'll cook a little something for the both of you. I've known you since you were very young. So as far as I'm concerned, you're family. Please feel free to come by anytime.
Wow, what a nice guy! Okay, thank you, sir.
Huh?
You okay there, Sino?
Don't say anything for now.
Huh?
Isak, stay here. Let's head over there. Stay quiet as you move.
And the 3 Magi. Okay, guess we're just gonna follow Sino then.
Listen, see if you can make out what they're saying.
Have you heard? The mighty Scarlet King, the sovereign of our faith, will soon return to this world.
Yes, of course I have. The Scarlet King is the one and only true ruler of this land. I've never believed in any other gods. Still, you say he's coming back, but it sure doesn't feel like life's about to change around here anytime soon. What's your proof?
Haven't you noticed? The village has been getting more deranged scholars than ever. Delavar was saying that many people also went insane just before the fall of the Scarlet King's civilization in ancient times. We don't quite know why, but it seems like there's some sort of connection between insanity and the Scarlet King.
That's, ominous.
Isn't it a sign of the Scarlet King's power that all the mad scholars have disappeared? If you ask me, they must have been chosen as the final sacrifice for the Scarlet
Oh,
King's
that's
resurrection.
worrisome.
Huh. Now that you say it, that does make some sense. Does this mean our lives are finally going to take a turn for the better?
Exactly. Those city folks will get what's coming to them.
Now, repeat everything you've just said from the very beginning.
Huh?
Who are you? Where did you come from?
My patience is running thin. You heard what I asked.
Oh, shit! Someone clip that!
Bro, this guy's something else. Just look at his eyes. One wrong move, and he's gonna flay us alive.
Let's not get on his bad side, okay? I am no match for this guy.
Oh, okay, good sir. What is it you would like to know?
Tell me about the Scarlet King's resurrection.
Well, I only know a few things from hearsay. I went for a drink the other day and heard others talking about a rumor that the madmen will disappear and that the Scarlet King will return to this land. I'm not making this up, I swear!
Hey, go on, keep talking.
It's true. It's all true, sir. We desert folk have had more than enough of those people at the academia. They keep sending us all their mad scholars and won't let us have a good life. Would you want to live like this if you were in our place? The radicals were even more thrilled than me when they heard the news. We're all praying for the Scarlet King's speedy return.
That is definitely ominous.
Delavar also said that once the Scarlet King returns to our side, it's only a matter of time before we conquer the land on the other side of the wall. They're all willing to serve under the Scarlet King and fight for a share of the glory.
Is that so?
Seems like he still wants to know more. Keep talking.
Got it. At first, I told myself it was just the drink talking, but then all the mad scholars vanished without a trace, just as the rumors said. Please don't beat me up just for mentioning these rumors. If I'm guilty, then everyone else around here is also guilty. I'm just saying what the others said.
Wonder how he'll respond.
The people here really like the Scarlet King, but dislike the Dendro Archon.
The academia is probably the true target of their hatred.
Where is this radical person you talked about?
I haven't run into him over the past few days, so he probably hasn't been around the village. What about you, man? Have you seen him at all?
No, not at all. We wouldn't dare lie to you. He's really not here right now.
Sounds like you're not too close with the radicals.
No, of course not. All we know are their names.
I have many ways to stop you from talking. And many others to stop you from sending warning messages.
Oh, damn!
So you'd best just stay home And hope I don't hear of you trying to contact anybody. Don't do anything until I've gotten to the bottom of this. Try something foolish, and even Candace won't be able to protect you.
I just felt shivers down my spine.
Yes, yes, got it. We'll do just as you say.
That scared Paimon half to death. Sino is pretty terrifying.
Good thing I'm not one of your enemies.
He didn't try to reassure us at all. It's like he's used to hearing that. Well, Paimon bets lots of people have told him that before.
All the more reason for you to not get on his bad side.
I heard that.
Sorry.
Sorry.
It's part of being a Matra. The rumor we heard just now seems like a strong lead. But we need to check a few more places.
Maybe we could check the scholars' homes?
Very well.
Isaac! I'm here.
Where's your grandpa's house?
Well, I can take you there. Just follow me.
I like how the upbeat music started right as the kids showed up. That's actually kind of funny. Kid, you're a little too close to the bridge's edge. Is that a ventriloquist right there?
Oh, he likes to be alone. Sometimes he stares at the sky in a daze, and other times he just pokes at the ground with his fingers. Every now and then, he yells out at the top of his lungs, so a lot of people are really scared of him. But he's a good person, really. I know he is. I swear, he's just like my real grandpa.
Huh. The sand detail isn't exactly as detailed as I thought I saw in some leaks. Then again, maybe I'd see it more if a character just constantly ran.
Well, this is where Grandpa usually stays.
There sure isn't much here.
What's that smell? Did you catch a faint whiff of incense?
No.
Incense? Please don't say it's the same one as before.
It's definitely that one.
But are you okay? Are you getting dizzy or need to lie down?
There's a scent that you can sense, but I can't.
A certain traveler here once passed out from that smell. Thankfully, Tighnari saved the day. And then he gave us a long lecture to explain all about how it worked.
So, you know Tighnari.
Sounds like you know Tighnari too.
Huh? You know him too? Are you two friends?
Yes. Now that I concentrate, I can also make out the scent of incense.
Wait, surely Tighnari didn't lecture you too?
No. No need.
I can't handle this scent very well.
Did you first encounter this scent at Tighnari's house?
No. It was in the forest where a scholar was meditating.
In the forest. From a scholar.
Let's keep looking for more clues. Let's use my elemental sight. Oh! Footprints! Ooh, the sand is really sparkly over here. Let's observe.
What are you looking for, Sino?
Here it is. Take a look right here.
Paimon doesn't see anything.
Although the traces have been completely buried in the sand, there are footprints here. from the size and shape. They belong to an adult male. This pattern is a common one from this area. Local shoes. This was probably someone from the village. The scent is quite faint, but still extant. The footprints head in the direction of the door.
Means someone else has been here?
But who would come looking for Grandpa? He doesn't have any friends.
Oof.
We'd have to ask whoever lured him away with the incense.
So that's what happened.
Huh? So you can lure someone away with just a scent?
You get lured away by food all the time, Paimon. So are you really one to talk?
Hey, what's wrong with liking good food? Everyone's got something they love in life.
And Paimon took the... Paimon will remember that.
Exactly. Most scholars are fond of incense, since the smell supposedly helps them clear their minds and discover new knowledge. Even deep within the clutches of madness, they still yearn for their knowledge-seeking days, and will follow the scent whenever it presents itself.
No, Grandpa. So, someone's taking advantage of their weakness? Huh. Still, why would anyone want to abduct all the scholars?
Is it to resurrect the king?
Are the rumors really true?
That's the only lead we got so far.
Could the disappearance of all the mad scholars have something to do with the radicals?
It's highly likely.
Please, you have to save my Grandpa. Grandpa's never done anything wrong. Please help him.
Don't worry, kid. We'll help him.
Sounds like we'd better help get him back. Don't you worry, Isak. We won't let whoever took him get away with it.
Let's head to Aru village and inform Candace and the others about what we learned here. After that, we'll set off to find the scholars.
And zip! May as well grab this. That's one of the easiest dendrocluses I've ever had to grab. Alright, time for a quick teleportation. Paimon. And I took that personally.
Right. The darker fabric definitely looks a lot better. That'd be my choice, too.
Huh. They having fashion discussion?
We're back, Candace. We've got a lot to tell you.
Ah, welcome back.
Sounds like everyone's friends already.
Oh, Dia's here too.
You bet. So, everything goes smoothly?
Reasonably.
Alhaitham didn't go with you?
We haven't seen him at all.
Actually, yeah, that's a good point. Where is he?
Huh. I saw him around the village entrance earlier and figured he was investigating with you. I guess he must have gone off on his own.
Did you find out anything useful?
Well, we'll just tell you everything we
I
learned.
see. So someone used a kind of incense to lead the exiled scholars away from the village.
The resurrection of the Scarlet King? First I've heard of it.
That guy looks suspicious.
As far as I know, the kind of incense you just mentioned is only popular beyond the wall. Scholars are fond of it, but as you can see, there aren't many scholars still studying around these parts. No seller would be able to make a profit here. Not to mention making incense is a labor-intensive process. You won't see anybody in the desert with the patience to make or sell something that requires that kind of effort. It seems someone from beyond the wall must have been supporting this.
Makes sense.
So what should we do then? Do we go back to the academia and search for leads there?
If it was any other day, that would be your next logical step. But today, you've got me on your team, so you get an extra tip.
Oh?
Didn't you say that the villager got his news from the tavern? Well, I also like to drink at the tavern, so I know a thing or two about these radicals he mentioned.
If Paimon remembers correctly, the leader of the radicals is some guy called Delavar.
Delavar. Have I heard that name before?
Ah, yeah. Delavar, the scar-riddled bandit, Engur, the wide-eyed butcher, and Jabari, the duck-tailed bearded crook. The whole lot of them are known around these parts.
Huh. So I might have heard those before.
These guys have one thing in common, and that's being broke. The rougher life gets, the more they want to believe in the Scarlet King. Way they see it, the Scarlet King's resurrection is their only chance at overthrowing the Academia. Throwing all of Sumeru into chaos is the only way to change the way of life here in the desert. Anyway, that's my guess why they've chosen to become radicals.
Tia! You're amazing! You really know this place inside and out!
But So they noticed.
No merc can afford to slack off on gathering intelligence. Every mora I've spent in the tavern has been a valuable investment.
Let's head out.
Now hold on, you're staying right here, Sino.
Why?
Aru Village is not a big place. Outsiders stand out here like a sore thumb. I'd bet word about you has already gotten out. The desert is unforgiving, so the way of life here is also a lot tougher than on the outside of the wall. You survive on making connections out here.
Huh.
Compared to you, mercs like me are just third-rate amateurs. I've got no actual fighting skills to speak of, but that also makes it a whole lot easier for me to gain the locals' trust. I need to go around and ask some questions, but it'll be difficult if you're with me.
Fine.
Good. Then we've got a plan. The Traveler and Paimon will go to Caravan Rebat with me, and we'll try our best to figure out where the Mad Scholars have been taken. Sino, you'll have to stay in the village and continue investigating on your own.
Alright, sounds like a plan!
I'm guessing it was to throw off that one guy.
Sino, please don't take offense. I'm sure Dia just wants to help everyone solve their problem as quickly as possible. That's why she can be so straightforward at times.
I don't mind.
Ah, I see. Well, from the way you were staring out into the distance, I thought you might have been mulling over Dia's words.
No, I'm used to being treated that way. It's natural to fear strength. I take no objection to it.
It probably still bothers you. Go to the caravan. I guess we'll be going this way. Ooh. A little Sealy! Lead me to treasure, little Sealy. A shrunken Sealy to bring me to treasure. Yes.
Treasure. One way to draw your target out of hiding.
Let me just check on something real quick. Ooh, a coin! Shiny! Is that a Dendroclist I see? Nope, that's not a Dendroclist. Which way shall I go? Seems like going this way and taking a left is my best choice.
it easy.
Oh, hey! Mysterious Dendroclist, just like that.
Busted. Time to act.
Ooh, I like how the desert looks during the day.
Rain cutter. Quietly now.
Well, I'll just take that.
Busted. Game's up. Time's over.
Scatter! Propagate! Spring forth! Out of my way! Dissipate!
Huh. I think there was a little bit of difference there in the battle music. The stream closed on you? What do you mean?
Alright, this'll do.
Alright, I guess we'll just fly there. I am curious. What could be located at... What? Okay, that happened. What are you doing all the way out here?
No, my sword! Our bond is strong!
Oh, that did nothing. Welcome to Tibet Airlines. I am your pilot, Kuki. I see a chest there. I'm not just gonna ignore it. Ooh, we might be in a sandstorm. Oh, these are new enemies.
Scatter!
Ooh, that's some nice sand detail there. Well, I won't be running out of raw meat anytime soon. Wait, that looks like a precious chest. Or a luxurious chest. No, wait, it's a luxury chest.
Your journey ends here.
Wow, you're a big guy.
Scatter! Germinate! Propagate!
Witness the power of the rock. Gotcha.
Oh, you're a big guy.
The golden slumber.
The golden slumber.
Alright, this'll do.
What sounded amazing out of context? If it sounded that amazing, go ahead and clip it.
Body and mind.
I didn't even realize what I said. But apparently it was that funny.
Busted.
Ow.
Springboard! Propagate!
Rain cutter. Rain outlines your fate. Quietly now. Game's up. Fun's over.
Oh, that went well.
Treasure.
A common
Way to
jest,
draw
huh?
your target out of hiding. Take it easy.
Wait, is this where I was beforehand? Yeah, it is.
Well, here we are again.
Sounds like you're starting to get familiar with the area.
You could say that.
Paimon's amazed every time we see the wall of Samiel. How can a wall this tall even exist? It's almost unreal.
I know what you mean. I had the same question every time I walked this way when I was a kid. Also, why is this high wall here? And can a wall really block sandstorms? It was only after I grew up that I realized the wall of Samiel isn't just there to keep out the sandstorms. It serves a more important purpose, keeping out people like us.
Oof.
Sumeru is run by wise and mighty sages. To them, us desert dwellers are nothing but tools that can be used and discarded at their whim. We're cheap labor, like livestock, but easier to control. Nothing more. Even if a child from the desert got the chance to obtain an Akasha terminal, almost all their requests for knowledge would be denied. The academia believes we're underserving.
I really hate the academia.
Geniuses like Sataria are 1 in a million. The other children never get a single chance to try and rewrite their fate. Even though the academia knows very well that we're humans, just as they are.
That's terrible.
That is flat out racist.
I would tear down this wall with my own hands if I could.
I understand how she feels.
Yeah. You're not thinking about doing anything scary, are you?
No, not at all. This place just gets me thinking, that's all. Besides, we're here to procure information, aren't we?
Yep, we gotta catch those.
Shh. Caravan Rebot is crawling with people, so be careful what you say. We don't want anyone to find out what we're here for. Our mission started the moment we arrived here.
I wonder if she's gonna be a 4 or 5 star.
Someone I know. Just our luck. None of them are here today.
You mean, you don't see anyone you know?
Dia, is that you? What a coincidence. You here for a drink too?
Well, someone knows her.
Zaki. Finally, a friendly face.
Oh, so she didn't see him.
Oh, and who do you have with you here? Guests from another land?
I be a Vorstar? Oh my.
Hello, hello. I'm Zaki. Dia's, how would you put it? Drinking buddy?
We've had drinks together a few times. You could say we go back a ways. Anyway, as far as my friends here, they aren't too shabby, are they? You rarely see any Outlanders so friendly and respectful nowadays.
Absolutely. Much better than those people on the other side of the wall. So, Dia, are you looking for someone?
That's a little harsh saying other side of the wall.
Yeah. Have you seen Engur, Delavar, or Jabari recently?
Of course I have. Matter of fact, we were all here drinking together just a few days ago.
I've got a spice trading deal from another nation. I thought maybe Delavar and his friends might be interested. Know where I could find him?
Ah, how thoughtful of you. Then I assume you also know that Delavar's been having a hard time making ends meet these days. So, you came here to help him out?
Hey, keep it down. Let's just say I prefer to keep this deal a secret. Y'all at Caravan Rebot are like family. If there's more to be made, why not do it together? Besides, Delavar and his friends have muscle. They'd be a good fit for escorting the goods.
Yes, how considerate of you. Delavar's my friend too, so of course I can take you to him. Come with me.
Alright, let's follow with them. And now we run backwards. Ooh, I see treasure marked over there. White.
Are we there yet?
Oh. I was about to say why are things changing color, but it was just the fire lighting up.
Yep, this is the place.
This place is practically deserted. What are they doing in a place like this?
Why don't you take a guess? Go on. A wild stab in the dark. You're like lambs to the slaughter.
Oh no, what am I going to do? Well, I'll have to protect her.
What's this all about, Zaki?
Come on, Dia. You really think we didn't hear about what you said back in Aru village? The boys have kept a close eye on you from the moment you set foot there. Not only do I know that you're looking for Delavar, I also know that you've teamed up with people from the Academia to look for the missing scholars.
So, you've been watching us from the very beginning?
Uh-oh. I knew leaving Sino behind was a mistake.
And you left the strongest one in the village, didn't you? Who do you think you are? You really thought we'd fall for your little business deal nonsense?
So you and Delavar have been partners all along.
Dia, I guess it's only natural for a traveling mercenary like you to be out of the loop. Those of us who hang around the tavern have stronger bonds than you think.
And you're about to have your blood spilled all over the floor. Seriously, you guys are no match for me.
But you got one thing right. We're all looking forward to an uprising in Sumeru. There's nothing more we'd like to see than the desert folk overthrowing the Academia.
If that's the case, then I'm sure Delavar wouldn't miss a second of it.
I'll be honest with you. If it weren't for what you said in the village, your little monologue about the Wall of Samiel would have convinced me that you're one of us.
Delavar. And Engar, you're here too, huh?
Long time no see, Miss Mercenary. You should have known the traitors are what us followers of the Scarlet King despise the most.
Dude, you sound drunk.
Dia, I thought that you, a fellow desert dweller, would understand that the Scarlet King is greater than the Dendro Archon. Little did I know, you don't deserve to join us.
Yeah, gee, what a missed opportunity. Adopting radical views and kidnapping innocent scholars, all because of some baseless rumors. Anything else I'm missing out on?
See? There you have it. Mercenaries are just a bunch of faithless scum with only one thing on their minds. Mora. Pathetic. You're all like a pack of street rats.
You're not wrong. Mercenaries are driven by Mora, and my faith lies with whoever's paying me. As long as there's a profit to be made, anyone can become my friend.
But...
Enough talking! Get him!
It's your funeral!
Just as I expected. Let's teach him a lesson, traveler.
Following order. New punching bag.
Gotcha.
You wanna see what Dendro can do? while you're running around like fools.
Get with me.
Impossible! How could you?
So,
Bitch, I
what do you
am the
think about the
traveler.
meticulous network now, Zaki. How did you say it? It's only natural for a traveling mercenary like me to be out of the loop. I'm guessing your informant told you that I'm just an incompetent merc with no real fighting skills, correct? I mean, that is what I said after all. And of course you would believe everything he reported. The only thing you know about me is that I'm a mercenary, but you've never seen me in action. Even though you heard we went to handle monsters together, you believed that Candace was the only one doing all the real fighting. That so-called Flame Mane is just a fraud. She admitted it herself. She just uses her connections to gain the trust of others. That's what you thought, right?
You lied in the village because you figured that we'd have people watching you.
Damn, she's perceptive.
And you were stupid enough to fall for it. I figured as much the first time we drank together. You all thought you were so smart. Pathetic.
Damn! Knock the shit out of him.
That should be all of them.
Whoa! So you've been planning this since we were in Aru Village?
No task can be done without preparation. I just happened to notice a couple suspicious-looking people while you were out investigating.
Oh, but instead of catching them right away, you let them report back.
Those two who were snooping around were just a couple small fries. If we want to get the real catch, we have to be patient and give it some time.
So those names you mentioned.
Oh, you mean the funny names she mentioned back in Uncle Ampu's house? The wide-eyed butcher, scar-riddled bandit, Paimon can't remember them all.
That's just a bunch of drunk talk. Edgar and Delavar like to talk themselves up when they're drinking. Edgar, the wide-eyed butcher, and Delavar, the scar-riddled bandit, are the nicknames they came up with for themselves. Alcohol has a way of making people share what they really think. So Edgar and Delavar are always rambling in the tavern about how the Scarlet King is a superior deity.
What about Zaki?
He's just a numbskull who fell right into our trap. Zaki was probably the best hidden of them all. My initial plan was to find Delavar first, and then try to track him down.
So who is the ducktail bearded crook?
That's what you wanted to ask when we were at Uncle Anpu's house, right? Jabari is one of the villagers you talked to. You know, the one who wanted to treat Isak and his grandpa to some food.
Wait, so he's a radical too?
No, he isn't. I just needed to tack on a random villager name to make the eavesdropper think that I was making some wild guesses based on my impressions.
Wow, what a genius idea! Well, that's an expert mercenary for ya.
Ah, you're too kind. It was straight from the usual playbook, if I'm honest.
So, that thing you were saying before, is it really true?
Hmm? About what?
About how mercenaries only care about Mora, and that anyone's a friend as long as there's a profit.
She was probably exaggerating.
Does that bother you?
I don't think you're that kind of person.
What makes you so sure?
Because even without an employer, you're still helping us out. She's like, fuck, you got me there.
Dia, do you dislike the Dendro Archon like the other desert folk?
You two are pretty sharp. No, I don't have anything against the Dendro Archon. I've heard a lot of nice things about the Lesser Lord from Dunyarzad. I can understand her devotion and gratitude. Dunyarzad's just an ordinary person. There's no way a god would be so involved in the lives of everyday people, unless they were truly compassionate. I've begun to realize that the sages are behind everything that's happened recently. The radicals' blind belief in the Scarlet King, making the Dendro Archon out to be an enemy. It's all the Academia's trickery. But I see through it all. And unlike them, I can never be hostile towards anyone who's never done anything wrong.
Dia.
You are a good person.
Anyway, looks like we're done with business here. Traveler, lend me a hand. Let's tie him up and bring him to the village.
I mean, it'd be better to bring them there than, let them die out here.
This should be all of them. I'll let you take it from here.
All right. I'll be in touch.
Until then, please stand by.
Candace, do you need any help?
Candace will be okay on her own. I trust her, so you can too. She's been guarding Aru Village for quite some time now. If anyone is qualified to question the offenders, it's her.
While I'm questioning them, why don't you pass some time by exploring the area?
I'll meet you back here tomorrow morning, Traveler.
Sounds
As
good.
for these idiots, let's just hope they live to see another day.
Wait until the next morning. I'm gonna check on something real quick. Oops. Clicked on the wrong thing there for a moment. I think that might do it for today's stream. Yeah, this stream went on for quite a while, didn't it? Yeah. Thank you all so much for coming. Alright, everyone. That is going to do it for tonight. And I will see you all next time. Alright, everyone. Bye.